How is it going on today, everyone? This is another AEW podcast. Still don't have a name for the podcast yet, but we're just winging it so far. Last video is doing pretty decently without much advertising and stuff. So it's pretty cool to see that the video is doing well from the last podcast. And this week we'll be talking about just AEW Dynamite since we covered three shows last week. Um, this is a lot easier of a watch this week. It was pretty well paced. I really enjoyed the show. It was really great. Didn't really have too many misses for me this week. If anything, chaotic was there. So if you want to talk about your experience right now.
So I drove like 4 hours for it. I think 100% worth it.
Yeah.
I had so much fun. I spent the night there, but
Mm.
I never been to Asheville before. But I think I stayed in Charlotte for like shows. I liked Asheville a lot. I wish I had more time there, but I wasn't expecting to like it so much, to be honest.
Like the show or like the area?
The
Oh,
area is really
okay.
nice.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I think what's his name? One of the FTR guys are from Asheville, ain't they? I think
Yeah, I think that's
uh
Edge. I think lives there too
oh
now.
yeah, him too, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. I forgot he ain't he's a he's a turncoat. Him and
who would want to live in
I
Canada?
know exactly. I'm sure he probably
Crazy.
has a home there, but he lives like actually lives in. And why, if out of any of the states, why pick North Carolinas? I don't know. Especially because he's a,
Shoot,
a, a millionaire, so I'm sure he
yeah.
probably owns a lot of land too. So he looks like he's a
You
lumberjack looking guy anyway. So
You gotta think too, like the whatever, like his money's worth so much more down here than
true,
anywhere else too.
true. That's actually very true. I'm sure he saved a lot of money being
Yeah,
in the countryside like that. That's cool. So let me see. I have notes this week. I didn't detail them too much. I detailed some, but not too many. So the first segment that started off Dynamite was the MJF bald corridor segment where he's just walking down the what did Renee interviewed him for a minute, right? So like she was trying to talk to
yeah, I
him and
think
he
so.
he
Yeah,
didn't say anything. He was just walking, but I noticed there was two bald people or like a one or two bald people walked past him at the beginning. I was like, that was just a coincidence. And then the more bald people started showing up, and then it was Johnny Hungy ended up showing up, Christopher Daniels and Sanjay Dutt. AEW has a lot of bald people. They have a lot of
Kyle
bald
Fletcher
people.
too.
Was he there? He wasn't there, was he?
No, he
Oh,
wasn't
yeah,
there, but I was
yeah,
thinking,
he's
I'm like,
bald. Yeah, he's
yeah,
bald. Yeah, he's bald by choice though. A lot of those people aren't.
yeah,
Mark Briscoe, he shaves his head bald too, and he can grow his hair out however long he wants. So, but yeah, that was a pretty funny segment. Basically telling MGF that is gonna be his future if he loses to Darby Allin, and I'm enjoying that because it's putting MGF in like a in a different mindset because he obviously cares about his hair. Obviously, like that's
yeah.
something that he's been very um what is it called, like he's very uh like he wants to keep his hair as long as he wants to, basically, and he doesn't want to go bald at all. I think MJF actually would look pretty well bald, not maybe not bald but like with a low, like with low, like just like barely like a buzz cut basically. um but he has short hair anyway, so it's not like he's losing much. And hair, I love my hair. I would never want to do a hair versus mask apuestas match or anything, but um he has short hair. He, if anything, if he does have hair issues and if he does choose to go bald going forward, he look decent, I think. I think at
But
least.
they're talking about him getting a hair transplant too.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard of it, but like I think him coming, like getting his head shaved, and then him coming back eventually with hair, like that would be so fucking funny.
Like Wheeler Yuta has almost grown his hair back. It's only been like 4 or 5
Yeah,
months since that match, and he started growing his hair back like instantly. Usually, like I
yeah,
would think, like with a hair match, the person would have to have their head shaved for a decent amount of time. But knowing MJF, he's gonna get his head shaved if he loses, and then like he'll disappear off of TV until it's grown back. And so it'll be
Yeah,
like we won't see it. We won't get to make fun of him after
bro.
that.
MJF's haircut is gonna be like the fucking diverticulitis for Kenny.
They'll be
Like he's
talking
gonna
about
be, yeah,
they're gonna be talking about it for years. That'll be funny. At least his
he's gonna be
bad.
kind of pro.
Uh,
Good.
I was about to say at least it'll be like a funny thing. Kenny's diverticulitis is not funny. Every time they bring it up, it's
Yeah,
like I'm just like, okay, I'm done. Like, please just move on, please. But MJF, it'll be like very funny to always hear that he lost the hair match and stuff. I
but
thought
he's
they were
gonna be
gonna do
coming
that,
back.
huh?
He's gonna be coming back, like cutting every promo talking about, I got my head shaved and now it's back.
Yeah, he'll
I'm better than you.
yeah, he'll take some time off for sure. He probably try to get a wig. Ooh, he might do a wig. I don't know, like do the
True.
Kurt Angle thing. Like when Kurt
But wrestling
Angle,
with a wig might be crazy.
yeah. And then he'll like someone punch him and then it flies off. And then he like covers his head, get a towel. But that's very hokey stuff.
Yeah.
That's stuff that AEW doesn't really do too much. It could work there, but that's something that he could actually pull off more than anyone else on the roster, most likely. It's very funny.
Yeah, I was gonna say if anyone's gonna do something like that, it'd be him.
Yeah, yeah. He'll be the only one that can get away with it for sure. Okay, so second segment was the the 10-man tag, which was the Young Bucks, Cope and Christian. I have it right here on the screen. I don't know why I'm looking at my thing. Orange Cassidy, FTR, the Dogs, and Tommaso Ciampa. And Cope and Christian and the Young Bucks seeing them tag was pretty cool.
Yeah,
I think it was the first time tagging together in a match. It was pretty cool, like seeing two different generations of wrestlers, two different styles of wrestlers coming together. And Orange Cassidy just like mixing it. It was that team is crazy. Like Orange Cassidy
yeah,
being with them, their gimmicks are all like just completely different from each other. FTR, the Dogs, Ciampa, that's like a pretty standard like team you can see together.
yeah,
But the babyface side was like I've never seen a team like that has so many different like styles mixed in together. But yeah, the match was pretty good. I enjoyed it. How'd you feel being there, seeing that?
I thought it was really cool. I think
Hmm.
like having FTR with Asheville, I think
Oh
Edge's
yeah.
second home Asheville,
Hmm.
I think it's really cool. But I was thinking too, like I've never seen face Young Bucks live before,
Oh
and I think
yeah,
that was really cool.
that's pretty
Yeah,
cool. Yeah.
I think like the way they like take the crowd's energy and stuff, and then
Hmm.
like give it out, I feel like was really unique. I don't think I've like seen that before
That's
live.
good.
I feel like I could tell like they were like loving it. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Yeah, this babyface run is probably the best run probably to me because it feels like they're like hungry.
Yeah,
They want to be there. They're not really doing anything storyline wise, unfortunately. But they are like every match that they have and every segment that they're on from the past like since they become baby faces have been like very like rejuvenating for the tag team division. And that's why they've been put in like almost every tag team like scenario this year. They've been with the Rascals and Cope and Christian, um, and all these other tag teams that they've been wrestling with and against and stuff like that. Because they're
I think
just, huh?
they were in that three way too. I think
Yeah.
with Davis and
Oh
Doyle
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
Pet Speed too.
Uh-huh. Yeah, they've been on a great run this year for sure. But yeah, their energy is like when I saw them in Revolution, their energy was like nothing that I've seen before from a tag team, and
Yeah,
or even just from wrestlers, like because they were in their hometown, they were firing up like the crowd. It was the first match, so it wasn't probably too difficult to do since everyone had their energy at the time. But like they were like feeding off of us, and it's an amazing thing for the Young Bucks to control the crowd the way they do. It's really great.
I think it's two very different things, but kind of like similar paths. But I feel like um, them having like their heel run, it's like kind of reminds me of John Cena,
Mm.
where like without like I feel like uh, John Cena needed to be face for his retirement tour,
Oh yeah.
and then him being heel kind of feel like didn't let him be John Cena, and I
Hmm.
feel like that. So when he turned face, I feel like he was probably a lot happier, and that's how I feel about the Young Bucks too.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
is them having to be heel kind of probably not necessarily. I feel like it's something that they wanted to do,
Uh-huh.
but I feel like they're way better baby faces than they are
They
heels.
are, but they a lot of their run has heels. Like they're always playing the bad guys. And I feel that their babyface work is very underrated. And
Yeah,
it's like I think they only won I don't even know if they've had the tag team titles as a babyface. Maybe once, but most of their run has been as heels and working against the babyface tag teams usually. Um, but I don't know. I really hope they get a good run with the tag team titles this year. I hope
yeah.
with as a babyface tag team because they have a lot more to give, and I don't know how much longer they have because Nick is like I think 5 years younger or so than Matt. Um, and like I don't know if they'll retire at this. I'm sure they'll retire at the same time, which sucks because Nick is younger, but they've been wrestling for the same amount of time, and I don't think this is not their like they'll probably have one more contract in
Yeah,
AEW or if they choose to go to WWE. I don't see that happening, but I think they have maybe one more contract in them before they're done. Um but they're getting they need to be used correctly the rest of this year. They've been used pretty well this year. I just they just haven't had much storylines or anything being involved with anything like really anything since the FDR stuff.
I feel like um I love FTR, but I
Mm,
feel like they are very much like their booking is very much like start and stop. I feel like
yeah.
I I feel like going into Dynasty, it was a lot of the build for it was a little weird. I feel like it was a lot of like ready-made feuds. I
Mm,
feel like that didn't necessarily need a lot of builds, especially I think FTR and Cope and Christian were probably that main like example of that
mm-hmm.
because they had to come out of Revolution, and that could have been a match right then and there.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone would be upset about it, but I think so. They had the match at Dynasty, and then it's gonna be the street fight at
It's
Double or
a
Nothing.
I quit
But
match. Right? Isn't it I quit?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Uh
street fight. I quit.
yeah. I completely forgot about the I quit thing. Or what is it I quit? Yeah, it's basically I quit like or something like I think it is I quit. And then I'm pretty sure that's not going to be it for them. I'm pretty sure they're going
Yeah,
to end up beating FTR because the I quit stipulation is what Christian and Cope wrestled for or wrestled in 2 years ago, I think, for the TNT title, and then Cope beat Christian, and then Luchasaurus um cash in on Chris
yeah.
or Cope and then win the title right back or something, and then Christian. I don't know if Christian took the title from it to Luchasaurus, but I think Luchasaurus was the champion. I think
Wasn't
that's what
it
happened or
wasn't it
something.
that he used a contract for
Hmm.
Christian?
Hmm.
Was that was it, right?
No, well, Christian had. I don't honestly. I don't even remember. I don't remember too
Yeah.
much.
You would know more than me, but
Yeah, some weird stuff happened at that time, but yeah, but that's gonna be a callback since they had that match, and Copeland is not gonna let Christian say I quit this time for sure, um, unless it does happen and somehow that's their retirement match. But I think if it was gonna be their retirement match, I think it'll be a lot bigger of a build than it has been,
yeah,
because yeah, FTR has been having start to stop like momentum for a while. Um, But the good thing is with FTR, they will do good business. They will put people over
Yeah.
when they need to. Like I think before Revolution, they put over well, not Bullet Club Gold. It was Juice and Austin Gunn, I think. So or Rascals. I forget what. I think it was the Rascals
Uh,
they beat.
Yeah, I know the Rascals. They had that eliminator match that
Uh
they
huh.
beat them
Yeah, and then they got the tag team match, and then FTR beat them back for it.
in.
But
Yeah.
they do good stuff every now and then. But I don't know if they're hurt or what because they don't wrestle as much anymore. Like
Yeah.
usually it's just talking segments. They come out, talk for a minute, and then they leave. Uh, or they get into like a fight or something, but not really too many matches. And I can see like Dax, it seems like he struggles to walk the majority of the time, which is sad to see because I'm sure they don't take time off, like even for injuries. I'm sure
Yeah.
they're banged up really bad, and they probably should take time off, but it's hard obviously because they're needed. But there's a lot of tag teams now. The
Yeah.
dogs are really good. Either one of them, uh, Finley, Connors, or Gabe when he's not injured, but they're good in a tag team. The Rascals, the Guns, like the tag team division is back, thankfully, because it was down for a while. But uh, and Roddy and Kyle or Roddy, I think there was a thing.
Roddy and OC.
I think they're gonna run with that tag team, and then Kyle is gonna go after Mox. So that might be the double or nothing match, also. But we'll get
Yeah.
to that in a
That.
minute.
Yeah. I'll say this. I think I don't like the stipulation of uh of them. Like I feel like it makes it predictable
Of what?
if the thing where Edge and Christian have to stop like being a team if FTR wins.
Oh, I think they
Like I wish they
retire.
just.
Isn't that retire?
Oh,
It's
I thought
not.
it was they just couldn't team anymore.
No, I think they retire. I think that's what Copeland said. He said if they lose they'll retire or something. I think that's what he said.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Just
So
because I don't see them like retiring off of like they need an all in match. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. No,
Especially
yeah, that's not happening. They're
yeah
most likely gonna beat FTR, and I hope it's good. I hope it. I just hope it's a good match, and that'll build towards All In. I don't know what the pay per view is in between All In. I think Forbidden Door is
Mhm.
July. You said
I think it's June 28th
or June.
or
Oh, okay,
July
so next
28th.
month. Well, okay,
Yeah.
it's one of the months. So there's still some time in between. They'll probably give Cope and Christian a little bit of a decent like run. FTR probably will go away for until the build to All In. Um, we'll see. This is all speculation, so
Yeah.
we'll see. In the coming week, well, next week, because next week is double or
Double or
nothing.
nothing.
Yeah. uh, but yeah, Tommaso Ciampa. I was hoping. Wait, so oh yeah, they don't. Okay, so OC and Roddy will be facing FTR, but they didn't confirm that match yet. I guess it's going to be either on Collision or next week's Dynamite because it has to happen before the pay per view.
I was thinking they might do it after like the week after Double or Nothing.
If but FTR might not have the tag titles at that point.
True. Yeah.
So because I think next week's show is 3 hours, and they might have another hour Collision on Saturday or something because they said next week is 3 hour show. So I don't know. So maybe it might happen next week, next
Yeah.
Wednesday. But yeah, uh, good match, good tag team match. The dogs. We'll see what they end up. Oh, they're gonna be in the. Never mind. They're gonna be in Stadium Stampede. I forgot about that. Champa doesn't have a match for the pay per view. So
They
like,
might do him and Briscoe.
oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Maybe on the pre-show, if anything, because that I don't think that
Yeah.
match should be on the card, but it might be. They do throw in like singles matches on the pay per view too. So we'll see. But or it might happen next week on TV. Who knows?
I think they would have a cool no DQ or like hardcore
Oh
match.
yeah, for sure they
Yeah,
could.
I like the the Mark Briscoe, was it not the ladder match? The one they had at World's End with Kyle Fletcher?
Uh-huh.
That match was crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Like they were
it
doing
was
fucking like crazy bumps and shit.
yeah, it was great.
Like I feel like it would be cool to see Chomping like doing like crazy like spots and stuff.
oh yeah, for sure.
Like hardcore spots.
Yeah, he definitely has it in him, especially after that Darby match. Yeah, I want to see more of that. He's very gritty. He fits in more with Christian and Copeland than FTR, to be honest.
Yeah.
But they're on different sides, so we'll
I
see.
mean I would like to see maybe a trios title run with the FDR and Ciampa.
Yeah,
I feel like that would be cool.
that could be
Yeah.
pretty cool. Yeah, it maybe that
Like
could be the direction after they lose the tag titles, but I don't see them losing the tag titles and not wanting them back. So
yeah.
we'll see. There's like a few months until All In, and then the the cycle just continues with AEW. Things are just gonna keep moving. There's always ideas I hope will come to like come to fruition with especially regarding like the tags and the trios because they can do so much more with
Yeah.
those divisions especially because there's more bodies, there's more people that can do spots like high flyers and stuff like that. But
I definitely think like every PLE or pay per view,
mhm.
I definitely am most excited for tag team matches.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Like um we could talk about it. You want to talk about New Day and Motor City?
Yeah, did we talk about that last week? I don't remember if we
I
did.
don't think we did.
But yeah, New Day. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. I think we covered it a little bit because we don't know when their contracts are gonna be free. I don't know if they have to wait the 90 days or if they
Yeah.
have a certain amount. Because either if they have to wait at home for like the rest of their contract, that's one thing. But if they're free after 90 days, then they'll be available before All In, I think. And
Yeah.
Motor City was released. They were released, so they have 90 days. But Xavier and Kofi, they were moved to the alumni, and I don't know if how long is their contract for. I don't
Yeah.
know if it's like an Andrade situation where he had to like he debuted on the AEW TV, and then they had to take him off, and there was no mention of him for like a few months because of some weird thing that happened, some random thing that happened, and I'm sure they could probably fight something if they wanted to like get out of their contract early or something. I don't know. The contract
Because I
stuff
know
is weird.
they're doing like WrestleCon, I think it is, and
Yeah.
some I'm trying to remember where it is. I want to say Tennessee, maybe.
hmm
I might be really wrong with that, but I know they're
It's
doing like a
yeah,
signing or
yeah,
something.
they're doing something, yeah. Their first post WWE appearance, which is I don't know when is it? Is it soon?
I think it's just a weekend of
Oh,
Double or Nothing, so I
oh
don't think
okay.
they'd be going there.
Oh, okay. So maybe
Yeah,
it's kind of like a waited out situation where they can't really do much right now, but they're 100% going to AEW.
yeah,
They can't get fired, not fired, but they can't get released from their contract or whatever happened, and then they're not going to go right back. Well, nobody would do that unless they get a better deal, but then
yeah,
that's not happening because they wanted them to get pay cuts, and they were like no, so they just cut them or something like that happened. So
yeah. But I think not to not to dog on WWE, but I think the fans kind of the whole like we want truth movement.
hmm
I feel like that was like the one little crumb that like fans were gonna get, and then like now, like we saw this whole thing with Kyrie Sane, where
hmm
they were saying, people wanted Kyrie Sane back, which I understand, but like they're not gonna do it twice. And then look at our truth afterwards, where
yeah.
he was really hot, where
Mm-hmm.
he cut his hair. He's like, I want to be called Ron Killings just to be back where he was at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, I
And it's
noticed
like,
that. Yeah, it didn't take long for them to put him back in the situation he was already in. Um, Yeah. Uh, it's it's hard to talk about like not budget cuts, but like people who are cut that probably shouldn't have been cut to begin with. And Truth was
Yeah,
like a mainstay for a long time, and just cutting him like they did that with the same thing with Bray Wyatt. When in like
yeah,
2021, 2020, 2021, they cut him out during the pandemic, and then that was like the craziest. Still to this day, that's probably the craziest like cut they've ever did for some unknown reason. We'll never know,
yeah,
but I don't think he was ever going to go anywhere else. Maybe he had like he probably wanted to, but he ended up going back, and then unfortunately things didn't work out, and unfortunate things happened to him. Unfortunately, but
yeah,
that was one of the things that was like just crazy. And there, I don't know if there was a movement at the time for him. I'm sure there was, because it was like a like
yeah,
why would you cut this guy? Why would you take this guy away when he has a lot more to give than what you guys let him than what you guys gave him? And
Mm.
Truth, like he's older, so like if anything, he could be. I don't know what he could be used for. As an older guy,
yeah,
he's still great, like great athlete, but like anything, what else new could you do with him? I don't know how old Kyrie is. I think she's still like probably in her 30s. I don't think she's that old. Um, but yeah, they cut her off, I guess, in between like a important angle she was involved in, and like just she's just gone now, and she's not involved
yeah,
with the EO and Asuka thing. I guess I don't know. I don't watch, but I know that was happening, and that was like a very dumb decision for them to do at the time. Which is like she didn't get to uh finish the storyline they were doing, which is like I don't know. Like unless someone's not involved in something, unless people are like specifically in catering, like you shouldn't be cutting people who are involved on TV every week. So I don't know.
yeah.
It's
I
very
mean,
weird.
I think from like a fan perspective too, I
Hmm.
think a lot of people kind of get it messed up where it's like I think like legacy wise, a lot of people like we want to see them do like different stuff, like
Yeah.
New Day in AEW, for
Yeah.
example. Like I think is like would be crazy, but
Hmm.
these are like people losing their jobs and shit too.
Yeah.
And like even though they're not being used, it's like that's still a paycheck coming in. That's like it's like you could change their whole life now
Yeah.
too. And then like that part of it sucks too, where it's like as a fan, we could be like, oh, I want to see this person here and this match,
Hmm.
but it just sucks as a performer. You give all these dues to this company, but your body goes through it. You're probably going through it mentally, not being able to see your family, and then you know, oh,
Yeah.
this thing is gone now for no reason.
Yeah. The way they've been handling their cuts for like I don't even know how long, probably since before I was born. It's just like you get you get a phone call, or you find out through Twitter most of the time. I'd be seeing
Yeah,
people, they're like they get find out through other sources before they even find out through like the company itself, which is like crazy
yeah,
to think about. Like there was like no hints of it beforehand. There was no talks. Like
yeah,
it's just you just gone, and it's like now what? So because some people who are extremely like WWE coded, they can't find work in other companies. At least AEW, which is the highest paying like company there is. I think I don't know. It's speculation, but I'm pretty sure AEW pays their talent more than WWE does, or on the same level. And
yeah,
like TNA is much lower than that. And like a guy like Aleister Black messed up his chances with AEW the first time because for reasons. There's so many reasons probably that we don't know about, because people obviously don't want him back. At least the majority of people that I've seen don't want him back, fans and wrestlers, because they just probably don't want to have to deal with someone who's not gonna not play along, but someone who's not going to want the betterment of the company as like or the wrestlers that are coming up. I guess I don't know. This is this whole thing, but uh, people like I like if Miro got cut, or what is his name, Rusev, if he got cut, um he wouldn't be back either. So it's like, I don't know. Like some of these people need to, like, it's wrestling at the end of the day. Some bridges can always be mended. I think if Punk, I don't know right now, but I think if Punk were to leave, he probably would be brought back, because I
Oh
think
yeah,
I think he would. I think maybe on his side there might be some animosity, but on the AEW side
yeah,
there might be less
yeah.
than it was like in 2023 or whenever that was. So
I love Punk. I don't know, like he's my favorite wrestler. I don't know if I would want to see him in AEW
I don't
though.
want him. I don't want him back. I don't
Yeah,
want him back
yeah,
personally. He fits WWE way more than AEW,
yeah,
way more, because he needs structure. He needs someone to tell him what to do. In AEW, you don't get that. Like, you don't get,
yeah,
like, and that's why AEW is cool, because it's not structured. It's like, it doesn't have to be structured, I should say. It doesn't
yeah,
have to be micromanaged, or like, you don't have to be told specifically what to do. You can just freestyle everything, which is, which is freedom. And he doesn't want that, obviously, because he abuses freedom the first time. So, and I
yeah.
used to,
And
yeah, what's up?
good.
I was about to say, I have I used to be the biggest Punk fan. I have so many of his shirts still. Um, and then after everything that happened, I was like, I can't support this guy anymore. I couldn't do it, because especially after the scrum from All Out, I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know. What are you doing? It's like, he just digging a hole, and
Yeah,
his public perception went way down. Even though I'm sure it's fine, like, in a lot of people's eyes, but in my opinion, is everything just went south after that for me. But yeah.
and I was gonna say, I think AEW is a way different company than it was probably during
Oh yeah.
before, like
Yeah.
during Fallout.
Yeah. For sure.
You know,
It's much different.
yeah,
Hmm.
I think a lot of people didn't realize at the time this AEW is having this is a new company problems during
Hmm.
Fallout. What AEW is what 3 years old at that time, right?
Yeah. It was very
Yeah.
early. Yeah. And it was
So
after
it's
like the pandemic halted a lot, so they were like, pretty much, they lost like a whole year of like experience, I guess, like with
yeah,
traveling and getting their name out there. So when AW brought Punk in 2021, they were still like, it was only like 2 years in or so. I think it was 2021, I'm pretty sure. And it was still relatively new, but they were doing great numbers and stuff. So he wanted to come in and help grow. But then I don't know what happened after that. But
yeah,
yeah, Tony Khan's mindset at the time, I'm sure, was like very childlike in a way, and it seemed like he just wanted to, um, I don't know, make everybody happy or something, and including himself. But I think he's become more business minded now, and he's doing everything differently. It feels like
yeah,
he's not the same Tony Khan that he was. Like, even in the scrums, he's completely like rewired. I don't know what it is.
yeah.
Like, he's completely different, and it's very interesting to see.
I'm just happy. I feel like for a lot of, including myself, I think I was saying this last time.
Mhm.
Like Brawlout was such a stain on AEW. I'm so happy
Yeah,
that they're coming out of that and
yeah,
everyone's coming out of that fine.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, you did talk about that last time. Yeah, it was a very dark place. Even at the time, I remember thinking like, it's not too this wasn't that big of a thing, but it was the worst thing that probably happened to the company, like, perception
Yeah,
wise. So, but yeah, they're back on track. People were putting on bangers. Their roster is incredibly stacked. No matter who's out, like, Kenny Omega is barely there. Kyle Fletcher is out. Who else? Tony Storm is out. Mercedes is out. But the company is still thriving because they have so many other great wrestlers that fill those roles, or can fill those spots pretty well. Um, but yeah, let's move on to the next thing. The next thing was the Osprey and the Death Riders promo backstage. What happened there? I forget. Was it they were outside like on the roof or something
Yeah.
playing tennis, and Osprey what was he doing? Oh, he was doing neck bridges, I
Oh,
think.
yeah.
I forget what did Mox say
He
to
was he
him?
was I remember the submission part where he was like telling him how to do like
Oh
the
yeah,
headlock move or
yeah, yeah.
whatever.
Oh yeah, that's what was yeah. He was
Yeah.
putting it on Yuta. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so that Osprey match is way later, but you want to talk about it right now since we're already talking about Osprey.
Yes,
Okay.
that's fine.
All right. So the Osprey and Ace Austin match. I really enjoyed this match a lot. I saw a lot of people like talking smack about it because um, they were like, oh well, Osprey is doing he's doing some minor limb work and some submissions, but I was like, no, like throughout the whole match with Ace Austin, he was attacking the arm, which is something that
Yeah.
Osprey doesn't really do too much. Usually he goes after the head or just do body slams or just like attack the body. Um, but he was doing the arm work, and I noticed it, and I was like, oh, this is different. Like he's I've never seen him do like attacking specific limbs, and I was like, oh, okay, that's where the John Moxley like help is coming from.
Yeah.
He's gonna be mixing up his style, which is cool because he's not just gonna be like the same Osprey that we know. He's gonna be adding more to his already crazy arsenal, and
Yeah. I think
uh
good. My bad.
no. I was just gonna say, like him doing limb work and doing submissions makes him lethal, like on the ground, because he's already lethal in the air. He's already lethal, um, like just he's just a very speedy wrestler, and he can beat you at any point. People were complaining, unfortunately, about the match length. I didn't mind it because it gives Ace Austin some time to show what he can do, especially against Osprey. Like you don't get to
Yeah.
wrestle with Osprey every week. Ace Austin, obviously a great wrestler. He's great. He doesn't get too many wins, but his last match with Okada was great. His match before that with I forget who he wrestled before. I forget. But he's always in these spots where he's delivering against these more popular wrestlers, and I'm sure they're building him towards maybe like a Kevin Knight spot eventually, where he gets the TNT title or the national title or something, because he's young. He's got a really unique moveset. He can bring the crowd up with what he can do in the ring, and Osprey like obviously like is a killer. Like he probably should have beaten Ace Austin within like 5 minutes, but they wanted to get the story around, build a story around what Will Ospreay is learning from the Death Riders. So he's learning from Mox about, or learning from all of them, I guess, about how to attack limbs, apply submission holds, something new for his like arsenal, which is great because it's gonna help him in the Samoa Joe match, especially. I'm sure he's gonna end up getting some sort of submission on Samoa Joe eventually, and then especially against these bigger guys, like he might end up facing Brody King in the tournament, or someone bigger than him. And Osprey against bigger guys is always fun, but he's always throwing his body at those guys. He's always flying at them. But now he can attack their legs and attack their arms and weaken them before he puts them down. So
I
I really
I
like that
will
match.
say I think going into that match, I felt like it was gonna be like a night and day like transition of like Will before and after.
Oh yeah.
But I'm like, they need to do like maybe that's why people didn't like that match because they were expecting Will to not be Will.
Uh huh.
But I was like, this has to be something slow. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? This has to be like little sprinkle of Death Riders, a little sprinkle of Moxley,
Mhm.
and then when he gets to um further in the tournament, like then start bringing more stuff out. You know what I mean? And I think that's maybe why people felt that way about that match.
Maybe.
But I think that was like all the crazy shit that I saw Wednesday.
Uh
I was popping for Will.
yeah.
Like I'm a big Takeshita fan, but
uh
I love the Ace Austin match with him.
yeah. Yeah. That
And
match was great. Yeah.
I think the I love backflip spot that Ace Austin does, I
Hmm.
was like, I feel like he needs to do that every match.
Yeah, I'm sure you can. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm like, I love seeing that. Like, I was like, I'm waiting for this, but
yeah, yeah. So okay, yeah. The Osprey, like a lot of people are confused about the Osprey and Death Riders thing, where they're they're saying that they don't understand why you would go to help, you go to get help from the guy that almost ended your career. And I get Moxley. I'm sure this is like a lot of Moxley, like a lot of his ideas with Osprey, that he wanted Osprey to learn under him and to protect himself more, because now Osprey isn't wearing the tape on his neck anymore.
yeah,
Like he's not all like, he doesn't have like 10 straps of kinesio tape on his neck anymore, which is like, it's always, every time I see him wrestle, I'm just like, okay, he's now, he had like 5 pieces, now he has 10 pieces this week, and now he has none. So obviously the Death Rider stuff is helping his neck and helping him heal, not healing him, but like a lot, making him stronger. And we'll see with the Samoa Joe match at Dynasty. I mean, at Dynasty, at Double or Nothing, which is going to be crazy to see, because
yeah.
I'm very much looking forward to Joe versus Osprey, because it's a first time match, and it's two different styles. He's okay. So AJ Styles and Samoa Joe have classic matches, have had classic matches over the years, and AJ, I mean, Osprey is very much like AJ. He's a all around type wrestler, and now he's adding even more stuff to what he can do to like a guy like Samoa Joe. And I'm sure Joe knows what type of wrestler Osprey is, because he's fought AJ Styles before. AJ Styles is the same type of wrestler, and it's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be like seeing AJ versus Joe again, but with a different
Yeah.
guy, I guess. With the, I
I
wouldn't call Osprey better than AJ. They're both like incredible wrestlers. So,
I like I'm seeing Double or Nothing with friends that don't really watch wrestling, but I
hmm.
was like, the way they could market fucking Samoa Joe versus Osprey, I'm like, this is Mount Rushmore TNA generational talent versus Mount Rushmore AEW generational
Yeah,
talent.
yeah.
Like this, the way they can market this match is crazy.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
if I was explaining to someone, like my friends don't know nothing about like wrestling or AEW,
Hmm.
I'd be like, two goats
Yeah,
just fighting. That's
yeah.
like they
Like yeah,
could the way they could build this match is crazy.
yeah. Just imagine two wrestlers that are basically at one point in their careers, or both, or at this, or currently Osprey is at the top of his level, and Joe was used to be at the top of his level. Even though Joe is still great, but obviously he's older, and I'm sure like the weight is like not too much like good for him anymore, like for him to be wrestling with, like I'm sure he has like issues and what, and like health issues and stuff every so often, but he's still great in the ring, and he's still very lethal, very fast, for a guy his size. So they're gonna be, your friends will be in for a really fun time with Joe and Osprey for sure. I'm sure Joe is gonna pull out some stuff that he doesn't normally do too. So that's
Yeah,
gonna be fun. I don't know if he's gonna do the suicide dive like he used to do, but I don't see why he wouldn't in that match. It's gonna be cool
yeah,
though.
that match is gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I was like, I saw them announce it. I was like, no fucking way.
I know. I know. I didn't know if it was gonna be like. I didn't know they were gonna start the Owen at the pay per view. I thought it was just gonna be Joe versus Osprey at the pay per view, and not
Yeah.
part of the tournament. But it makes sense to do to start the tournament at the pay per view. Um, let me see.
So the
Hmm.
only bad thing I can really say about this feud is I wish the ops were built more during Samoa Joe's injury. I feel
Yes.
like the two very different things about like I'm like, why would Will join the ops? Like,
I don't even think Will even knew Joe was even looking for him, because it didn't seem like
yeah,
it.
that's true too.
It
Yeah.
didn't, because like I'm sure Osprey probably doesn't have time to watch the show, so he's probably, because the Death Riders have him in like in rest holds all night. So like Joe is trying, like, he's talking at Osprey, but Osprey looked like he didn't know, like, Joe, like, what Joe even wanted to with him. Like, he was just, like, very
Yeah.
confused about why Joe was talking to him. Like, cause I was like, Osprey doesn't even know that Joe was even looking for him for like 2 weeks. So I
Yeah,
don't know.
because I'm like, I think the Ops are probably, I don't want to say the worst faction,
They're
but
the worst faction.
um,
They're the worst faction.
I mean, I think they I would say maybe underutilized and they're used.
Underutilized, yeah, true.
Yeah, to the point where like I think if you said Don Callis family
Hmm.
versus Death Riders, I
Hmm.
would be excited as fuck for that.
Yeah,
And Don, like we were saying, Don Callis has very much like level one wrestlers in them.
yeah,
So, but like I think this whole time they could have building up Hook. They could have been building up Anthony Bowens. Um,
the
from what
only
I haven't seen.
the only lethal person there, or the only two lethal people there are Joe and Shibata. Bowens,
Yeah,
he can be lethal. He was very intimidating on Dynamite, where he was very like aggressive with Osprey. He's about to go attack him or whatever, and he's yelling at Osprey. But Hook, I don't see anybody being intimidated by him. I'm glad they cut the jobbers from them, like the ops, what is it called, the ops dojo.
Ops.
I'm
Yeah,
glad they stopped that. They might bring them back later, but I don't want them to do
yeah.
that anymore. But they don't. I don't know who could you add to the ops. uh I would say Champa, but Champa is doing his own thing with FTR. Like somebody lethal on the same level as Joe and Shibata, but I don't know who else on the roster that's not involved with a faction already that could be added. So I'm sure they didn't have any ideas. Well, that's why Hook didn't even recruit Anthony Bowens. It was Joe. Like
Yeah.
after Joe came back, he was like, "All right, Bowens, you're in."
I just feel like the Anthony Bowens story was just a little undercooked
Yeah,
too. Like I feel like it needed a little more time to like
yeah.
I think it was cool him joining the ops like when Samoa Joe was like you're in,
Hmm.
but I think that moment could have been like a lot better because I think the only real build that they had was besides their vignettes was it the national title match at Revolution that they were kind of
Maybe,
using to build to it.
yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes. Yeah, they didn't even team. Like Hook and Bowens didn't even like team. They could have done a little bit more, especially on like Collision or something. Shibata, Hook, and Bowens probably could have teamed against some jobbers or something, just to add or
yeah.
just to give them something, because they didn't have any matches. I don't know when's the last time Anthony Bowens wrestled. Besides, they probably at Revolution, uh, or something. Maybe he wrestled on Collision at some point, but yeah, they haven't really done much. So it seems like the Ops is just like a throwaway faction in a way, and just to
Yeah.
give Joe a faction, I guess. I don't know. Ever since Hobbs
And
left, uh huh.
I remember too when Hook joined the Ops, that was such a big thing.
Hmm.
Like he had that feud with Eddie Kingston
Hmm.
too, and it's just sad to see it kind of dissipate.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Hook. Well, I think Hook. So Hobbs replaced Hook at some point, and then Hobbs left, and then they brought Hook back. Um, I don't know why they didn't have him, because they weren't like a trio. They were a trio, but not really. Because they did have the trios titles, but I guess they didn't want more than three people at the time, and now there's four people, and I don't know I don't know where it's going. I don't know where this ops thing is
Yeah,
going. Like it's very undercooked, like you said. It's not much there besides, like, Joe is always going to be like the most important thing there with the
yeah.
ops, and then it's Shibata. Even though they treat Shibata like he's a jobber sometimes, I'm just like, it's Shibata. Like,
Yeah.
he's a very lethal wrestler, and he puts on great like matches when he's wrestling. But I don't know. Ops thing
I
needs to
just
be reevaluated a lot, actually.
I think like I would say as a faction, one person shouldn't have all the redeeming qualities,
Hmm.
and that's how I feel like about the Ops. Like without Samoa Joe, are we interested? But
No.
like you could take I would go as far as say you could take Moxley out the Death Riders and it'd
Hmm.
still be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could take a lot of people out of Don Callis family, still be interested.
Yeah. True. I
but
don't know.
I'm not.
Uh,
I don't care. Shibata is okay, but like
yeah.
I haven't really seen too much of Hook, and I think Bowens is cool, but
hmm Yeah, I know what you mean. They haven't had much to do. They've just been
yeah.
in vignettes and segments for like the past couple months. So I don't know. I don't really have too much high hopes for the ops. I don't know if they can get back on track. Maybe they could with Hook, and Joe being the singles guy, I guess, and then Hook, Bowens, and Shibata being the trio and going and being in the trios division. That could be cool, but they gotta something's gotta happen because nothing's
I,
really happening with them.
I will say, as much as we're complaining about this build, I think at the end of the day, we're still getting Osprey versus
Yeah,
Joe.
that's the most important thing. It's not really a ops
Yeah,
versus Death Riders thing. I mean, because they don't have like the ops don't have too many more people to go against the Death Riders. Death Riders has like 6 people, so it's like or seven, 6 or 7. Um, but what was I about to say? Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do next week. Maybe they'll have like Hook, Bowens, and Shibata versus like Pac, Claudio, and Yuta or Daniel Garcia or some mix of those three. Um, if they want to, but
because I was thinking like when the Death Riders came out against the Ops, I was like, if this is like an Anarchy Arena match, let's say they were doing something like that, or like a
hmm
stadium stampede,
hmm
would I be excited? And the answer is no. But like I would be excited for like a Anarchy in the Arena with Don Callis and Death Riders.
yeah, yeah, they have a lot bigger of a Don Callis, they're always the DCF. They're always on TV. They're always doing something. One of them just won a title. They're always having great matches, but anybody in the ops besides Joe is just nothing really. Like they don't do
Yeah.
anything. They barely wrestle. So yeah. Um,
You want to talk about the Owen Hart tournament brackets?
we have we'll get that after the speedball and night matches. So it's
Yeah,
the speedball jobber match. It was versus BK Westbrook, which is North Carolina. Is he from North Carolina? I know he
yeah.
wrestled. Yeah, he wrestled for DPW. I don't know if they had a match in DPW. Did they?
I
If you
don't
know.
think they did.
Oh, okay.
I'm, I mean, I've only been there for like, or I only watched it for the last like 2 3 years.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I
So,
don't know if it was before me, but
uh-huh. Yeah, I don't know, maybe, but I'm sure they know each other from DPW because Speedball did wrestle there from time to time. Um, the little jobber match for Speedball to get him heated up for something. I don't know. Well, he's gonna be facing Darby, I think, next week.
yeah.
I don't know if it was like super confirmed, but he called Darby out for the next match. Um, so Darby, I guess, will be facing Speedball next week on Dynamite, and what is it called? BK Westbrook had a what's the name? He had a botch. I don't know what happened. I looked away for a second and he was like mixed up in the
Yeah,
in the ropes or something. And
yeah,
then people were like not making fun of him, but they were like pretty uh sad for him about something that happened
yeah,
because he was pretty good. He was getting
yeah,
some shots in. I was like, okay,
yeah.
this guy is pretty good. He's pretty put together. But then that happened and that probably messed up something. And then
Plus, too, he probably is not used to being in a AEW ring too.
yeah, I'm sure that ring
That
is
could be
a
part of
lot
it.
bigger. A lot bigger
Yeah,
than the ring he's used to wrestling in, but he still had a good showing, I thought. And then
yeah,
Speedball was stayed out there for the Kevin Knight match, and I thought Speedball was gonna attack Kevin Knight because it was an open challenge,
yeah,
and then Speedball was standing like behind Kevin Knight because Kevin Knight was faced towards the stage, and I was like, oh no, Speedball's about to kick Kevin's head off, and then it didn't happen. I was like, okay, he got out of the ring, and then Brian
yeah.
Cage came out. And Brian Cage is back. After I don't even know how long, like over a year, he's out. Um, and he looked insane.
Yeah.
He is a specimen, and the thing is, he is a really good wrestler. He's very good. He's always been very good, but he's very dumb. He's also a very dumb person. And I'll leave my thoughts to the side, but he be saying some weird stuff, and yeah, he's very dumb, but he's just a really good wrestler. He don't
Yeah,
have to be smart to be a wrestler.
I was
Oh
really impressed by that match.
yeah, it was really good.
Yeah,
It was really good, especially for him not wrestling for like I think he had one match on the Indies recently. Brian Cage, he had came back, and then he came back to AEW because he's part of the DCF, which is I don't know how many more people are out hurt in the DCF. I think one or two people. I know Jake Doyle and Fletcher
uh,
actually.
Josh Alexander too.
Oh, Josh says that's right. Oh, shoot.
Yeah,
There's three other people that's out, and they still have
like you
a.
gotta sit here and think like, damn,
They still have a full roster of people with those three other people out.
they got a
Um.
whole Thanksgiving dinner. Like,
Oh my gosh. But yeah, the match, Kevin Knight. Okay, so Kevin Knight was trying to get Brian Cage off of his feet for a lot of the match, and Brian Cage was just shrugging everything off because he's nothing but muscle. It's crazy to see a
yeah,
guy. I've never seen a wrestler like that. Like maybe in like the 80s there's some, but like yeah, he's a specimen for sure. And he's fast and he can like he can do moonsaults and stuff, so I don't remember what he did in the match. I don't think he did anything too athletic, but he is that type of wrestler where he can just do anything he wants. Because at one point, Brian Cage, before he was big, he used to be like a smaller wrestler. Like he didn't have too much muscle before, and then he started building muscle, building muscle, building muscle, and now he's just nothing but muscle.
I will say I think um they're gonna do probably a double or nothing with
With
Mike
Speedball
Bailey.
and yeah, Speedball and,
Yeah,
and Kevin Knight. Yeah, I could see that
yeah.
because I don't see a direction for Kevin Knight right now. For the pay-per-view. So that'll most likely be the double or nothing match because Kevin
But
Knight
I think
isn't or is he in
it's
the
gonna be like this. The Stadium Stampede.
no, I thought Kevin Knight was gonna be in the Owen, but he's not in the Owen. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Um,
Um
I think it's gonna be like a C2 situation where like they're gonna have the match, no one's gonna turn or anything,
mm,
but it's like kind of like a respects like
yeah,
kind of ending to it, where it's
yeah.
like whoever wins, you are better, and it's gonna be that.
The important thing is that Speedball has not gotten too many opportunities as Kevin Knight. And Kevin Knight is younger. He has age on his side. He has a lot more going for him than Speedball, and Speedball is just as great of a wrestler as Kevin Knight, but um he hasn't had too many more opportunities. So that could be like something that's eating away at him mentally because it seems like he's very happy for Kevin. Like
Yeah,
he wants to always show support for Kevin, which is great. It's something new. Like you don't see that. Like if we wrestlers are jealous people. Usually they're one of them is getting overly jealous of the other for their opportunities, but Speedball seems like he's uh very happy and he's focusing on something else. So if depending on how this match with Darby goes, I can probably see Speedball like something changing in him. Maybe for him to be like, I need a title. I want a title now, and that'll be Kevin Knight at the pay per view most likely. Because I don't see Speedball being Darby, but I see that match being
yeah,
good. I see the match being good, but I thought Speedball after the night match was gonna challenge Kevin Knight for the title because he was like, speaking of titles, and I thought he was gonna challenge Kevin Knight for the pay per view, but he didn't. He challenged Darby for next week, which is fine. That's cool. Um,
I'm excited for that.
yeah,
I don't know. I feel like they put wrestlers in certain spots where like what the outcome is, but
yeah,
it's exciting to
yeah,
see those matches.
yeah. I know. The Darby, his lineup of matches were the matches that he missed out on during the C2 because he had got injured by Kevin Knight.
Yeah.
So he's fought Pac already, who was in the C2 with him, he was supposed to wrestle. He fought Takeshita, who he was supposed to wrestle. He fought he's gonna fight Speedball. He fought Kevin Knight, and I think there was someone else, but
Tompa Ciampa,
what? No, no.
but he
Well,
was in C2.
No, yeah, Ciampa wasn't in the C2.
Yeah.
He wasn't there yet, but it was somebody else I think that was in the C2 that he wrestled already. But or no, Fletcher. Fletcher's out though, so I guess Ciampa replaced
Yeah.
Fletcher. Yeah, Ciampa for sure replaced Fletcher for that match. So it was pretty cool to see that. It's like storytelling because Darby missed out on the C2 all his C2 matches, so he got wins on all those guys besides Fletcher. uh, what is it called? Yeah, we'll see what happens with Speedball and Kevin Knight for the pay-per-view, which I can see that TNT match either being on the pre-show, like right before the show starts, like how they have like a pre-show match right before the
Yeah.
show, and then that'll open the show, or it'll be in the middle of the card somewhere, maybe after
I
the.
think it
Uh-huh.
I think it just depends on what the like the end of match thing is, like the setup.
Uh,
If they are gonna do a heel turn or if it's just gonna be like a handshake or a hug.
true,
I think that's what it really depends on if it's gonna be on the main card or not.
true,
But
true.
either way, that match is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, yeah. I'm very much looking forward to it. If that's what they decide to do, we'll see next week.
Do you, do you think? I don't know. I just the only thing is I don't see like I think I did. Did I say this last week where like Kevin Knight got a face
Huh?
moveset?
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
I
I
say
think
that?
you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He very
Um,
much does. Yeah.
I think honestly, I don't see Speedball being a heel. I think it would just be hard for him.
Uh huh.
Just, but I think I could see Kevin Knight maybe like if Speedball were to win, Kevin Knight turning heel on
Hmm.
him. But I think that would be a lot better
I don't.
than
Kevin
like
Knight
Bailey turning heel.
shouldn't Kevin Knight shouldn't be a heel right now. I think he's in order to build him more, he should be a babyface for a while longer and give him as many heels to go through before they turn him
Yeah,
heel himself because
yeah,
he's gaining more and more fans, and that's obviously what you want. Speedball
yeah,
is that like he's stagnant right now. Like he Speedball is very popular, but he's not like going upwards right now.
yeah.
But Kevin Knight is. Speedball can always. I don't know what a heel Speedball looks like, but I think he can be what Kevin Knight needs right now. But if that's what they wanted to do, they don't need to do that because like they haven't teamed in a while either. So like
Yeah,
so they can always just mutually part because obviously like Kevin Knight and Speedball they want to stay supporting each other and they want to like see each other succeed, which is obviously like not that doesn't happen with tag teams really, especially as singles guys, and they haven't tagged in a while, and they were just trios champs at least, but they obviously lost those. But so Speedball in the back of his mind might be eating him up about losing the trios titles twice, and
yeah.
not having any singles gold right now. But we'll see. It's not too early to turn Speedball or Kevin Knight, but I don't see them doing Kevin Knight right now because I think he still has more to give as a babyface than Speedball right now. Speedball
Hmm.
can be a heel TNT champion if he beats Kevin Knight for it, and that can be something that Kevin Knight chases to get revenge eventually on Speedball, or who knows what will happen. Or Speedball beats him as a babyface. That is very. It can go. It can go any way. It can go either way, and it'll be a good outcome most likely. So that's what I'm looking forward to if they decide to do that match. Is that the end can be really anything, and it'll most likely work out pretty well
Yeah.
because Kevin Knight that'll free him from the TNT title, and that can push him up, and then Speedball will have different guys to wrestle if they decide to do that. So,
You know who I could see how I could see Speedball turning heel?
hmm
Joining Don Callis family. That would be crazy. I
Unfortunately,
think,
I don't see it, but it could happen. No, no, no.
but
Don Callis don't like speedball.
yeah,
He don't
no, but
like
like,
him actually.
but like, imagine like I don't know, I'm not like how much more credible he would be as a heel
Yeah,
if he joined. Like that would like switch. Like I think
yeah.
him turning heel on himself by himself. I think like I could kind of see it working, kind of not. But
Hmm.
him joining Don Callis, I would be here for it. I think
Yeah,
a lot of people
he'll
would
get
buy.
he'll get a lot of heel heat for joining the Don Callis family after that. I guess they are the biggest ops to Kevin Knight right now. Because of uh, I don't remember who. I think I think Kevin Knight had something to do with the DCF recently. I know Kyle Fletcher. But I don't want Kyle Fletcher to be back in the TNT title picture. I want him to move up to the
Yeah,
world title. Um,
I think him and Mox would have a good match too.
who?
Kyle Fletcher.
Oh yeah, yeah. They
Like
wrestled.
it's
They wrestled him and Mox. You said?
yeah.
Yeah, they wrestled at World's End. It was a great match.
Oh yeah, they did.
That for the
Love
C2
that.
semifinals. That was a great match because it was basically heel versus heel, even though Moxley was kind of playing babyface at the same time. But Fletcher was like super heel in that match. And it
Uh,
was a really good match. I like that match a lot.
But but I think it would be like the Continental title would be a good stepping stone for Kyle before he gets a world title.
Maybe that's if they even keep the Continental title around for much longer, because I think
Yeah,
Mox, if anything, he wants to hold that probably until this next C2, and then I think this next C2 will have a cup, like they'll win a trophy instead of the title.
yeah.
But I don't know. They might get rid of the title. I don't know. Um,
I think Mox like work with his belt has been crazy,
yeah,
and I think like whoever's gonna take away the belt has to do like a crazy job.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like I feel like there's so many belts where you see whoever go on a like crazy run with it, and then the person after just doesn't get booked the same,
Yeah.
and like that title loses so much stock.
Hmm. That's true.
And I really hope they don't do that with the Continental title.
We'll see. I don't even know. I don't even think he still doesn't have a match for the pay per view. So I thought it was gonna be Jay White. Maybe he'll come back this week. But if it's not Jay
You
White,
don't
then uh
you don't think it's gonna be Kyle
no, no,
Kyle
no, no.
O'Reilly?
Oh, Kyle. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Never mind. That is gonna be the match. I forgot about that. I completely
too many
forgot.
Kyles.
Yeah, I was like Fletcher. Yeah. I usually just call him O'Reilly. I don't really call him Kyle because there's too many Kyles. There's
Yeah.
how many Kyles? Is it three or two? I forget.
I don't know the other one. I can't think of it besides Fletcher and O'Reilly.
Maybe it is just two. But
But
yeah,
you've been watching a lot longer than me, so
yeah. Maybe there was at one point. Maybe because I know there was a lot of Adams. It was Adam Cole, Adam Page. No, maybe not. No, a lot of their names mix up. So it's Adam Page,
yeah.
Adam Cole, Christian Cage, Brian Cage. Uh,
Copeland's
no. Oh yeah,
Adam
Adam
Copeland.
Copeland. That's right. I was like
Yeah.
Copeland. Yeah, I don't never call them by their first names. I always call them by their
Yeah.
last names. All right, so the men's Owen Cup got announced, and the starting matches, the first round matches, are Bandito Swerve, which is probably happening at the pay per view. I'm pretty sure that was confirmed.
Yeah.
Osprey Joe is at the pay per view. Claudio versus Brody King, and Jack Perry versus Davis. I don't agree with Jack Perry and Davis being on the Owen. I feel that it probably should have been two other wrestlers, but Jack Perry and Mark Davis probably. Well, okay, I think my headcanon is gonna go with Osprey beating Joe, and then Osprey getting his win back over Mark Davis. Which Davis is gonna beat Jack Perry again, and then because they're on the same side of the bracket, so it's gonna be Davis and Osprey in the semis, and then I don't know the other side. Swerve and Bandito could go either way, but Swerve is a main event talent, so I think he'll go to the finals to face Osprey. So it'll probably be Swerve versus Swerve beating Bandito, and then Swerve beating either Brody to get his win back over Brody, or no. I don't. Did Brody beat him at
Well,
Revolution?
no, Swerve beat him.
Oh, so okay, so maybe
Yeah,
Swerve might fight Claudio if anything. Uh, but Swerve is a heel, obviously, and
yeah.
Osprey is a babyface, and then Osprey will get his win back over Swerve, who beat him 2 years ago at Dynasty. No, at I don't remember what pay per view that was when they wrestled.
Was it
Forbidden
was it
Door.
Forbidden
It
Door?
was Forbidden Door.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right. I forget that was like the only like match that wasn't two New Japan or one New Japan guy versus a AEW guy. Um,
yeah. Can I be a hater?
what's up?
So I was watching What Culture while walking my dog.
Uh,
They said Bandito versus Will for the finals. I thought it
oh,
was gonna be Swerve Will. I'm here for Bandito
I
Will.
would love that. That would be like match of
Yeah.
the year right there for sure. Even
I
though
my my
either of these matches could be match of the year though.
True. I think my only thing with Will winning or with Swerve winning
Uh
is
huh.
like I don't see it like adding to his character.
No,
You know what I mean? I think with Bandito, I think him going as far as the finals, I think would raise his stock tremendously,
it
already more
would.
than it is.
It would. Bandito's incredible, and unfortunately, I
Yeah,
think he's either been hurt or he hasn't been in much since like I don't even know when since the beginning of the year. His after his MJF match, he's been kind of like here and there on TV. And Brody King has been like more pushed than Bandito. I don't because I know that Bandito had some visa issues, so he couldn't come to the U.S. for some time. But at least he'll be here now. He still they haven't. So the whole build with Swerve and Bandito was like has been off screen, which is it's only been like
yeah,
in little vignettes. It hasn't really been on TV at all. And Swerve apparently saying he's been off TV because AEW doesn't want him to hurt any more people. That's basically what he said, and they're just building the match. I thought they were building like a legitimate match, like Joe and
yeah.
Osprey. I thought they were building a legitimate match between Swerve and Bandito, but it's just for the to start the Owen, which is still fine. There's still like a storyline there that they have for Osprey. I mean for Swerve and Bandito, but I don't see Swerve losing to anybody besides Will Osprey. I think
Yeah,
because Swerve is very popular and he hasn't been on TV much since like Revolution, I think, right? I don't think he was on. He wasn't on Dynasty. He missed
yeah,
Dynasty, so he
yeah,
a whole pay per view cycle passed, and he wasn't there. And
yeah. Because he had
this,
that thing with Kenny after the Brody King match,
yeah, yeah,
and
that's
that
true.
didn't turn into anything.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's true, huh? And I was expecting Kenny to be in the tournament, and he's not, and so that means Kenny is either gonna face MJF or Darby at the next pay per view, whichever pay per view it is Forbidden Door or Redemption or whatever. Um,
do you think Redemption is gonna be after All In or before?
I have no idea. I have no clue because they
Yeah,
have All In is August, so they still have 3 months until then. So after Double or Nothing, it'll be Forbidden Door apparently, and then it'll most likely be Redemption the month after. But if
because
uh
my my thing is, I'm like, we seen it with Revolution having, it was World's End in December,
mhm.
and then um
The Revolution
Revolution
is March,
March.
yeah, 3 months,
Yeah, so
yeah,
3 months. So I'm like, I think All In would help being having this 2 month build
yeah,
from
it
Forbidden
would.
Door to. But the only thing is, I think it would just be hard to because you gotta put in these New Japan AEW matches. It's not
Hmm.
gonna be a full AEW pay per view.
I
That's the
think
only really thing where I'm kind of ant on. You know what I'm saying?
in Forbidden Door is June or July. You said.
It's June. I just looked at it.
Okay,
June
so
28th.
June it will be a month. It'll be a month build for the New Japan and AEW and Stardom show for Forbidden Door. So that month will be like it'll probably set up some stuff for All In, but it'll be mostly setting up Forbidden Door stuff, and then they'll have 2 months to work with, which is fine. But if Redemption is in the middle of that, or if there's another pay-per-view in July for Redemption, there will be either there will be setting up everything for that pay-per-view and All In at the same time, or it'll be a month build for All In. I don't think, because they need to start building All In right now. Like, we need to
Yeah,
start
but
seeing. Uh-huh.
my thing is too. I was thinking about this. You remember we're still the Forbidden Door ending.
Uh-huh.
We're still talking about with Mox and putting the chair over Will's neck. So I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
they could do fundament like Forbidden Door has had the president of doing crazy fundamental storylines.
Uh-huh.
So it's not like we're just getting like scrimmage
Yeah.
matches.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know
yeah,
what I
no.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure
So
they'll have like some angles happening, because the only thing that's not official, we already know Osprey is main eventing All In. That's a given, but we don't know who the champion is going to be. And the champion is going to be the the ticket seller for All In, and that'll be the main build. And I think the Owen will go until Forbidden Door, maybe. That's when they'll have the finals, maybe.
yeah.
Or Redemption. I don't know. I don't see it being like, because it's only how many matches? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 matches, I think, for the build to the Owen. So it'll be the starting matches, the quarterfinals, and then semis, and then the finals. And then the finals will probably take place at the pay-per-view. And then that'll set up for, but I don't know how long it'll be. I don't know if they're gonna go for a month, for 2 months for all those matches. I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Well, yeah, because between Double or Nothing and um Forbidden Door is a month.
Hmm.
So
They could do it in a
I
month,
think yeah.
but I don't know. I guess we'll
But
see.
too, the build for the both men's and women's, do we really see a 2 month build where the winner's stagnant too? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, what is like? How much can you build one? The match with just weekly shows,
Hmm.
and then what are you gonna have um the winners do in that time
Yeah,
to build it even more? Like, I don't. I think it puts them in a hard place.
yeah. True. Yeah, because I think last year, Hangman, when he won at Double or Nothing last year, that was May, and then they had 2 months to build to All In because it was in July last year.
Yeah,
Um, so I remember the build being very just fine, because Hangman was just getting beat up all the time by the Death Riders, and then eventually, like, he would have Osprey. Like, I like the build like towards the end of the All In build last year, where Hangman and Swerve were having the reconciliation type moment. That was like one of my favorite moments in AEW history, and because of all their whole past, and Hangman needing help from the guy who really like put him back in the saddle, on the saddle, I guess. And Osprey obviously being like level-headed at the time, because he was like, I can't be the guy that beats Moxley. It's got to be Hangman, because he, at the
yeah.
time, Osprey wasn't confident in himself. But the thing is, we have to know who the champion. That's the most important thing. We don't know the champion yet until, I don't know. I don't know,
I think
because
I think it has to be Darby.
I don't think so. I don't think
I
so.
don't see it.
I don't see Darby and
I
Osprey main eventing the stadium show.
here,
To be
here
honest.
here's what I'm saying, right? I think they're putting Darby on this generational fucking title run.
Uh-huh.
Like defending it all these times. Um, I think it's gonna build into that him being the face,
Of the
and we're gonna
company.
see a more like a tweener
Oh.
Osprey.
Mm-hmm.
And
I mean, it could work. To be honest, it could work, but with the way Darby's been wrestling, they're obviously speed running this
Yeah,
title reign.
true.
So unless they slow it down after this pay per view with MJF, I don't see him winning or keeping the title for much longer
Yeah.
because he's gone through everybody almost already within like a
True.
month. So
Yeah. I
and uh
I was thinking about this. I think I was saying before about looking at the MJF title reign, comparing it to Darby's, it's kind of like why people don't like it.
mm,
I guess. But another thing too is I especially feel this way about Takeshita, and I'm gonna feel this way next week.
uh
Darby isn't bad at all.
no.
Like, but I think the for me and like I like a lot of more like heel characters,
Hmm.
but I think they're putting um wrestlers I want to see beat Darby.
Yeah.
It's like I
Yeah.
think that's what's kind of taking me out of enjoying it. That not that I'm not, but it's like
Yeah.
I'm always gonna be rooting against him.
Yeah, I get you. But I think that's the important part is that he's an underdog. He's an underdog champion.
Yeah,
Even though he's very like very wily and very durable and very like it's hard to keep him down. So even to
yeah,
if even a guy like Takeshita who threw everything at Darby, uh, that German suplex off the top rope, I've never seen anything like that before in my life. Because I thought Takeshi was gonna like throw him. Like I've seen
yeah,
like that's happened before. I'm pretty sure. German suplex on the top, you throw the guy and the guy like lands on his face. But Darby landed on a back on his like like upper back and like
yeah,
it wasn't really his neck. I was looking at the spot and I was like, okay, he didn't land it like directly on his neck. Like he landed on his shoulders. Like Darby knows how to bump like more better than most wrestlers, which is why he's not like he doesn't get hurt that much. Like he knows how to bump. He knows how to like brace himself for impact. He's like a stunt. He's a stunt man. So like he knows how
yeah.
to he knows how to bump really well. But um like what could MJF possibly do to keep this guy down, you know? Outside
Yeah,
of
I
using the
mean,
ring and doing some dirty tactics. I don't know.
I'm I'm kind of like hoping they do like a stipulation match for this main event.
They may, but they I don't think they can because New York can't bleed in New York. So
Yeah,
I don't may unless they do like a safe stipulation, be like a no rules type of match, but they can't bleed like that because New
yeah,
York, I guess New
true.
York and has some sort of rule against bleeding or something like that for wrestling. So it's weird. I don't know. It's really weird. I hate states that do that. I don't know if the Carolinas do. I don't remember.
Um,
Some
no, definitely not.
okay, some states
Because
because
we got
I
that fucking Darby spot here
uh-huh.
with the glass.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right. That's
Yeah,
right. But
yeah.
the Mox match with Darby last year, uh it was that weird like it was a no rules match, but they didn't bleed. Do you remember?
I wasn't watching it.
Oh, okay. So Moxley and Darby fought last year. It was I think they main evented um what show was it? I think it might have been what is it called? It was a pay-per-view last year. And uh there was like no blood. It was a blood feud, but there was nobody bled
Was it
because they were in a state they couldn't bleed. I forget what.
was it Forbidden Door or no?
Maybe no, no,
I
no,
know Forbidden Door was in
no,
New York.
no, because that was the Death Riders versus Osprey, and that was a steel cage
Oh,
match. I'm
then
pretty sure.
not the Forbidden Door before that one.
No,
Where they had Stephanie Vaquer versus Mercedes.
no. That was way too long ago. That was I think that was after Moxley lost the title. It was before he was the Continental Champion. So it must have been maybe that I don't remember what show that was, but it was a pay-per-view. I know that because Sting had ended up coming out. He ended up breaking like a fish tank with glass.
Oh, trying to think. I was watching
Was it
another.
oh my gosh, what was the
I
pay-per-view
think it was
called?
Wrestle Dream.
Wrestle Dream? Was it Wrestle? It might have been Wrestle Dream.
Yeah. where he fucking pulled up the taser and shit.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Maybe.
sure it was Wrestle Dream.
Yeah. Like I don't know. New York is weird, I guess, with the whole no bleeding thing. Because I wouldn't mind. Because I guess FTR and Cope aren't going to be able to bleed either. So we'll see. I love blood. So
Yeah, I just um I feel like as long as it calls for it, like
yeah,
certain matches,
yeah,
or
no,
like I
yeah,
feel like certain times they bleed too early, and I'm like,
yeah.
come on, guys.
Yeah, though it worked with the Revolution match with FTR and the Bucks when I think Nick bled like the first like few minutes of the match and he was bleeding like the whole like
Yeah,
stretch of the match. But yeah, besides the hair versus title match or besides the hair versus title stip, it might just be a straight up wrestling match because can't really do much in New York
yeah.
unfortunately.
I just know that like the bumps they would do and stuff, or the
Hmm.
spots would be crazy. I think that um I would say I think they could do better than the Texas Death Match between Hangman and MJF.
Maybe. I don't know if I don't think MJF ain't built for that. He's not really built for that too much. I'd rather see him wrestle a normal match because he gets too cute with his like his tag match with Mark Briscoe last year.
Yeah.
It was
Oh,
just a
I
lot.
love that match.
It was really good. I liked it a lot
Yeah.
too. That was a great match. But yeah, I don't think MJF wants to do matches like that too much. But he'll do it
Yeah.
when he needs to. But
But
uh
watching the fucking that table with the tag match where he fucking Briscoe, that match opens with him dumping the tax. That was
hmm
hard to watch.
yeah.
That was bad.
I'm gonna have to go watch that match again because I remember enjoying it a lot,
Yeah.
and nobody talks about it anymore. It's crazy because like MJF was part of that match, and at the time it was like crazy to see this guy who's very not squeaky clean, but you don't really like when you think of
Yeah.
MJF, you don't think of like hardcore matches usually, but he does
Was that at Full Gear?
maybe. No, that was too late. I think MJF wasn't there for Full Gear. I think it was maybe Wrestle Dream or All Out. It might have been All Out.
Yeah, I
It
think
might
so.
have
Because
been
that
All
was
Out.
that match. That was that same pay per view where everyone was bleeding.
Uh
Like there was not a match where
huh.
someone did not bleed.
Yeah, that might have been All Out. All Out is usually that pay per view where everyone's just destroyed the whole match. I mean, the whole night.
Oh, you know what? It probably was all out because of the casino match
Mm-hmm.
that they had at All In,
Mm-hmm.
where he hit him with the finisher,
Yeah, yeah,
pinned him.
yeah. Oh man. Uh,
Oh, I will say I was gonna say this before talking about Owen Hart and the All In. I feel like that feud for Mercedes and Tony so underrated.
it is. It is.
Yeah,
But I think it was very like very needed at the time last year. What was it called? Putting two of the best wrestlers against each other last year was very cool to see. Something like that probably won't happen too often. So especially for like the biggest show of the year, that was like a really cool thing for them to do last year.
I saw Mercedes thing getting announced for the Owen Hart. I was
Yeah,
like, what's going on, guys?
I
Where's she at?
know. Okay, so let's talk about the women's too. Since we're already talking about it. So women's side was okay, so Athena is back on TV and she's facing Mina Shirakawa in the first round. Willow versus Alex Windsor, first round match. Persephone, who's out with injury right now, but will be back by the time that match has to happen, versus Hazuki from Stardom, I'm pretty sure. And Sari versus Sky Bloom. Sari is like one of the best female wrestlers in the world right now, or the best wrestlers in the world right now. She's I think she's like a freelance wrestler in Japan, so she can wrestle wherever she wants. She wrestles in all different types of companies. She runs her own shows that has all these female talent on it in Japan. I was very excited to see her name on there. I did not expect her at all, and I think Sari and Athena are on the same side, so that'll be the semis, which is crazy to even think. Um, I was gonna say this. For Sky to face Sari, they're gonna have to build Sky up a lot. They're gonna have to
Yeah,
give her. I would say give her. Harley. Give her people who aren't involved in the tournament. It's hard to say who. I would say have Sky even beat Jamie Hayter on the build to the Suri match because Suri is out with injury right now. She has like a
Yeah.
neck injury, so she's gonna be out for like a month. So I don't know when that first round match is even gonna take place because the build starts next week. The Owen starts next week. So I guess we'll see. Two people are out in the women's
Yeah.
side with injury right now. So I guess we'll see when they come back. But I'm very excited for the women's side. Because it's very unpredictable. I don't know who's gonna win.
Yeah.
I want to say Athena because she's Athena. Like she's
Yeah. I
extremely
would love to.
dominant. Uh
Same thing about Bandito.
huh.
I would love Athena to be on AEW
Mm-hmm.
TV more.
Yes, she deserves it.
Yeah.
She's put in more than her time share with Ring of Honor. And every time
I,
she's on AEW TV, she over delivers. Like every time.
yeah.
So
I I feel like they like I think they view Ring of Honor as not like NXT,
yeah.
and I don't know if that's necessarily good or bad, but I just know that there's talent on there that should be on AEW, should
Yeah.
be main eventing, you know.
Yeah. I like Red Velvet a lot. She's very, very good in the ring, Red Velvet. And she has a good like backstory with her dad being like a boxer. Because Red Velvet was on AEW TV for a long time and then they put her in Ring of Honor for a while. But she's really good too. Billy is really good. Every all those wrestlers in Ring of Honor are really good. Um, but yeah, Athena obviously is standout of the division, of the tournament really because she's obviously like been Ring of Honor champion for like how many days? Like it's been like years. It's been
It's like yeah,
like
it's like
3 or 4 years.
between like
Huh?
4 and 500 days or something
Oh, okay.
in between there. I
No,
think
no,
yeah.
no, no, no. That's way more than that.
Oh
500 days?
damn. Oh, that's what I heard somewhere. I heard that like I want to say like within the past few
No,
months.
I think
I'll look it up.
it's like over 1,000 days. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, look it up. But she's been champion for like 3 or 4 years at this point, and a year has 365 days.
Oh,
So.
I was way off. I was way off. It says over 1,250
Yeah.
days.
Okay. Yeah.
She beat Mercedes Martinez at Final Battle on December 10th,
Yeah.
2022.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. 4 years. She's almost. Um. But yeah. I don't know who wins the women. Like Osprey obviously is winning the men's,
Yeah,
obviously, but the women's.
and then
Athena.
you got two belt holders too, Persephone and not Mercedes, Willow,
Yeah.
and
True.
it's like
Windsor has the New Japan Strong title too, so
true.
three. Sari, I think she's champion of something. I think. Uh, so yeah, the women's side is heavy hitters in every match. I haven't seen too much of Hazuki. I know she's popular, but I haven't seen too much of her matches. Um, I think before Persephone got hurt, she was supposed to be the challenger for Thekla at the pay per view,
Yeah,
but that's what I heard. But that would have been cool. That would have been really cool.
yeah.
That would have been big.
I I'm kind of indifferent to it. I would love to see
Okay,
Persephone live.
since we talking about Thekla, I want you to tell me about why you don't like Thekla.
Let me just finish my point. I'd
Okay,
love to
okay.
see Persephone live,
Yeah.
but I don't
Oh
think this
yeah.
Fatal 4-Way is too bad either.
No. No, it's
I'm
not.
not
It's not.
mad at it, but like
The
you
bill
know,
just came out of nowhere. Or the match got announced out of nowhere. But
what was Persephone in that Fatal 4-Way at Forbidden Door for the TBS?
yes.
Okay,
It was Mercedes, Persephone, Athena? Was Athena in that match?
I know Bozilla was.
Bozilla, yeah.
I just
Bozilla. I
I
don't
don't
remember.
remember
I
the
think it was Athena in that match. Or maybe it wasn't Willow. Or maybe it was Windsor, maybe.
maybe.
I think it was Alex Windsor. Um,
Uh,
yeah, Persephone was in the match. I think that was one of her first AEW like appearances, and she stood out really well. And then they've kept bringing her back every so often. Now she's dual contracted. So, but yeah. So since we're talking about the Thekla match, or we're gonna be talking about the Thekla match. What's up with Thekla, man? Why don't you like her?
I don't know. So I when Statlander won the belt,
uh,
right? And he, I was just, I started watching weekly in December, and I started watching pay per views after Owen. Like I
uh,
watched Owen, and then after,
uh,
and then I started watching weekly during the C2 when
uh,
C2 started. So I was very like I didn't know Statlander's game was like that,
hmm
and I was very against it. I was like, why are we taking Tony Storm out of, why are you taking the title away from her? Like I feel like a lot like she's synonymous with the women's title.
yeah,
Um, and then Statlander, I love Statlander now.
yeah,
Like, uh, I know her game was like that. She did all this crazy shit. I forget what match she did, but I think she did like a moonsault off the top rope
hmm
too. And I was like, I remember that being crazy. Um, I really liked her title defenses. Um, so when Tekla got the belt, I was like, maybe it'll be the same thing. And mind you, I hadn't seen any of Tekla. Like I know Tekla from AEW. I don't know her. She was in Stardom before, right?
uh-huh,
I didn't know. Like I haven't seen any of her Stardom stuff, and maybe where I'm
uh-huh,
not, seeing it because
hmm
I definitely have that where a lot of wrestlers like Jake Doyle or Speedball, I feel like I've seen them in DPW, so um, I have that connection to them, and I've seen their work, and I think their work kind of try like is over like their work in DPW, especially seeing their live, it's a whole different thing.
yeah,
But I definitely like their work in DPW more than AEW.
hmm I get you.
Um, but um, But Tekla, I feel like I don't really like her promo style.
Oh,
I haven't been really impressed by her wrestling.
uh-huh,
I think I'd like the Triangle of Madness. Like I think it's starting to grow on me, especially seeing them live. I think it's really cool. I think
hmm
um I hope Sky Blue gets over. I like the Miss and the Persephone match. Like it's starting to slowly grow on me,
hmm
but I think when you compare her title reign to Stat and Tony, I don't think it's the same.
No, so okay, so Tekla, um, I feel that Tekla is a very strong personality for the women's division. She's like one of the only ones that is like jumps out, like their attention grabs you when she speaks. I like her promo style a lot because it is very natural. It's very like not it's natural sounding, but it's also like very over the top. Like she sounds
Mhm.
like an evil supervillain, you know? And not too many wrestlers do that. Like not too many wrestlers, at least in the women's division, that they're like that they grab you with their attention. Like Tony, like Tekla and Tony are
Yeah,
very like part of it, like on the same side of the same coin. With their promo skills, because when they speak, they're like I don't know, they're very energetic and they're very like all over the place when they speak. And I want to see a Tony and Tekla feud. Unfortunately, Tony, I don't know when she's gonna come back, but I want to see that very much when it does happen for the title. If it'll be for the title, who knows at this point. But Tekla, she's not the best in ring. She's really good, especially in certain matches. I really loved the strap match that she had with Statlander because it was very much that match was very fitting for Tekla as a character and as a wrestler. She I want to see Tekla in more gimmick matches. I don't think she's been in too many. I think it was just the strap match, but I want to see her in like a hardcore match of some sort. Not maybe
yeah,
not Texas Death, but she's that type of wrestler where it seems like the more she has to do, the better her match will be. Because if it's like a straight up wrestling match, she can do a lot, but she can't. She won't grab your attention as much as Statlander, or Mercedes or Willow or something, because her move set is very grounded and she doesn't do too many high spots or anything. She does her stardom splash off the ropes to the outside sometimes, but it's like she's not like a very like flashy wrestler. She's very just grounded. She'll attack you and she's very brawler. She's a very much a brawler.
yeah.
Which is Tony. Tony is the same way. Like Tony is a brawler. So like their styles will very much be similar to each other if they do that match later. But yeah, Thekla, she's very much just a personality that's very needed in the division because there's not too many wrestlers in the women's division that speak the way she does, or even speak like confidently. Like she speaks
Yeah.
confidently. She's very like just I don't know. Like she can like say something and it'll stick with you. You'll be remembering what she says for like for a while. But yeah,
Y-
what happened?
You know what it could be for me?
What?
I think it's like I think because she's the world champion,
Uh-huh.
I think I view it a lot differently. Like I think if she like before, I didn't really like I don't want to say I didn't like her, but I didn't mind her. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like, but I think with her, it's like as the champion now, I feel like
you
they could have put a little more build into it.
I know what you mean. Like yeah,
Yeah,
I think she was becoming very popular, and Statlander wasn't doing too much anymore with the title. Like they didn't have any more challengers really for Statlander. After because Mercedes is gone, Tony is gone. Well, Tony they already had their feud with Tony, but like the women's division didn't have any more heels for Statlander at the time, and Tekla was like the monster heel with the faction at least.
yeah.
Some help behind her, which helped her get the title to begin with, and now uh since what is it called um what is it called Tekla is like she's still having like she's running out of opponents now too. Since
Yeah.
they were probably gonna do the Persephone match, and then I don't know what else match after that. Maybe if they're setting up Forbidden Door, they'll have her face someone from Stardom. That would have been cool. I don't know who's like her rival there at the time, uh, or something, but that's probably gonna be cool if she defends. I don't know if she does. I don't know if she retains at the pay per view, or if Statlander gets it back or Jamie. No, I don't see Jamie winning it because I think they're focused on the tag team with her
Yeah,
and Razor.
I hope it's Brawling Birds versus the One Dominion.
Oh, that's definitely going to be the match at All In, 100% because they haven't even interacted yet, so they're
Yeah,
definitely saving that eventually for the build to All In because Divine Dominion they're just having tag team 5 minute tag team matches
I know
every
whatever
week.
they do for Forbidden Door is probably gonna be crazy.
I hope so.
I hope they have
I hope
like a
Divine Dominion has a good tag team from Stardom to wrestle. I hope so.
they
If
could do like a triple threat tag match too,
they could do
like
that also.
CMLL and
Oh
Stardom.
yeah, oh yeah. I forgot to see MLL also. Oh shoot,
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
like the challenges open up too,
Yeah,
which I don't understand why they're not doing that.
they could do a tournament from Stardom wrestlers. Well, they could do that next month, I guess, for the build. But they could do Stardom tag team, CMLL tag team, AEW tag team. Do a little mini tournament or like just a match to see who faces them or something.
Because their like style could
Hmm.
like mix so well with like a lucha style too.
Oh yeah,
That would be
yeah.
crazy.
I don't
But
know who. Uh huh.
I don't understand why they're not doing that already. Like I
Ah,
don't think it I think that tag division's struggling.
it is.
And
There's nobody
yeah,
there. There's only
yeah.
like two or three tag teams, and they can't really
I'm
do. I was thinking about Julia and Sky versus Divine Dominion, but they don't do heel versus heel tag teams like that.
but even
So
then, I don't want to see Sky Blue and I don't want to
yeah,
see them
yeah,
not be like Sky Blue is in a position where she needs to be put over
yeah,
at the moment.
yeah.
I don't think that would be
No,
necessarily good for her.
no, yeah. So yeah, they could bring in CMLL and Stardom talent like soon before the build for Bendor, just to give them something to do because them just fighting
Yeah,
jobbers every week is it's not cool because we already know what they can do. Like we've already seen
yeah,
what they can do, and these 5 minute matches that's not really showing us anything new. Like it's not showing us what more they can do, I should say, because in longer matches with more established tag teams, they can do a lot more than
yeah.
what they do in 5 minutes against jobber tag teams. So I guess we'll see. Even I would not mind them running Maya World and Hyan back. They could do that too.
Yeah.
Even if it's just for like another pre-show match or something, because that match was great. So it's like
I,
they could do
I
that
would
again.
love to see Harley Cameron and
Mina.
who did she? Yeah, Mina
Hmm.
against Divine Dominion.
Did they not do that? I guess they didn't do that yet, huh?
Nah,
Because Tony and not Tony, Sheeta and Stat beat them. Even but Sheeta and Stat faced Divine Dominion before Mina
yeah,
versus Harley, which is weird. It should have been the other way around. It should have been Mina and it should have been that the Sheeta and Stat versus Mina and Harley, and then that the winner of that goes to face Divine Dominion. But they didn't do that. They fought Divine Dominion first, and they lost, and then they fought Sheeta. I mean, then they fought Mina and Harley after that, and then they got put in the Fatal 4-Way World Title match. So yeah, I don't know. That was kind of just weird booking decision.
I mean, I think the Brawling Birds are, I would say, I don't want to say the only option,
They are
but
technically right now.
yeah,
Uh,
but I would love to see Mina and Harley beat.
yeah,
But I think it would be so cool for Harley to do a singles run too, kind of showing
yeah.
that she doesn't need Willow. And I think it could culminate in a TBS title match.
That'll
I think that would be
eventually. I
cool.
think that'll eventually happen. But I think Harley relies too much on friends or on other people to focus. And then she can't focus on herself because she feels
Yeah.
that she probably always needs a partner. Because first it was who was it first? It was it Tony Storm or was it Mercedes? No, it was Mercedes. It was Mercedes first. That she was teaming with Mercedes for a while, and then Mercedes threw her off to the side, and then Willow picked her up, or maybe it was Stat. I think it was Stat, and then Stat became champion, and then Harley started teaming with Willow. Then they became tag team champions, and then Willow threw her to the side, and now Mina
Yeah.
has her. So we'll see if Harley learns from her mistakes and tries to get over as a singles wrestler. But the tag team division needs tag teams, so like
Yeah.
it's a hard thing to do to book
But
around, I guess.
even then, I think My World and Hion should be
Oh yeah,
more predominantly in, like, I would say more TV time.
yeah, yeah, for
I don't
sure.
think they should just be a Ring of Honor
No,
and then, hey, we need a 0 hour match. I feel like as like they haven't really shown what they could do.
no,
I don't want to say it, but they're really in the spot of a jobber tag team, and they
hmm,
shouldn't be.
no,
They're, I would say, maybe a step above a jobber tag team,
yeah,
and I've seen what they could do. I've been to, you know, Hyon was DPW World Champion, I think, at
hmm,
his preferred time. I've seen My World in person 2 times. This
hmm,
is, they shouldn't be relegated to Ring of Honor
yeah,
like what they're relegated to now.
yeah.
I think that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean I get it, but like the thing is, it's AEW. There's only 2 shows. There's not much room to put on certain wrestlers. They could do it. They could fit like
Yeah,
every other week should be like a rotation, but a lot of weeks sometimes is like the same wrestlers over and over again. Um, I don't know. We'll see. I guess after some time passes, I'm sure eventually Maya and Hyan will be on AWTV a lot more because the Ring of Honor doesn't really seem like they need women too much because they seem like they have a lot over there. They have I don't know how many. They don't have a women's tag team title, right? No, I'm pretty sure.
no, I don't
No,
think so.
okay, so yeah, like having a tag team there is like kind of useless. Like I get it if they want to just have those wrestlers as singles wrestlers, but having a a good tag team being in Ring of Honor in singles competition, I get like giving them more time to develop as wrestlers, but like I don't know, I guess it's
Yeah,
hard to balance really, but eventually I'm sure that'll end up happening for them because they're really good already, so
yeah.
they just need time for matches. So um, what else? What else happened? Um, we didn't really talk about the match Triangle of Madness versus Sheena and Brawling Birds. The match was fine. Really is just I like. Okay, we'll talk about the end of the match. So the end of the match, Brawling Birds got beat up by Triangle of Madness. She'd have left. So obviously, like if Statlander was there, I think Sheeta would have helped. But Statlander wasn't there, so she just she didn't even bother to help Jamie and Alex. And then Willow came down, Harley and or was it me?
Mina.
I think it was Mina and Thunder Rosa. I don't know if Harley was there or not. I don't remember.
No, I think Harley was there. I think
All of them? Was it four of them or
was
three of them?
I don't. I think it was three. I don't think Thunder Rosa was there.
She was Thunder Rosa was there. That was Thunder Rosa.
Why? Oh,
Well, you were in the
I didn't even
crowd.
know.
I
Yeah,
forgot you were there. Yeah,
I was.
it was Thunder Rosa because I saw her. Her face was masked or face paint on one side of her face.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't remember that.
It was either I think it was Mina. I don't think it was Harley. I'm for sure it was for sure Willow and pretty sure. But yeah, they saved them. So Statlander, I guess, has some sort of minor injury. Hopefully, she's good by next week. They said she would be. So, did you watch the show back, or did you just
Oh
watch
no,
it? Oh, okay.
I didn't have time to
Oh
do
no,
mine.
you're good. Because
Yeah,
I was because commentary like fills in some blanks sometimes where they said Stat was having like she wasn't cleared this week, so she didn't wrestle. But uh yeah, we'll see how the bill. I mean, we'll see how that match goes for the world title match next week. No Willow match, no TBS title match yet for Willow. I don't know why, but I guess we'll
oh, they're
see.
doing the Alex Windsor match, a Double or Nothing.
Huh?
So
Wait, what?
they're doing the Alex Windsor match for the Owen Hart.
Oh, right. Oh,
Pretty
yeah.
sure.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's true. That's true. I forgot about that. I didn't even realize that was gonna be at Double or Nothing. I forgot. I completely forgot about that. What other match is gonna be at Double or Nothing? Athena versus Mina?
I, no, I think that's the only one for the women's.
Oh, okay.
Pretty
Huh.
sure. I was just looking at it. I have to pull it back up.
Huh. I didn't even realize that. Maybe that is, yeah. Because I figured they would have two each, but
Yeah, no, it's just the one.
okay, that
But
sucks.
it makes sense because Willow's from
Yeah.
Long Island, so
Oh yeah, that's true also. Um. So okay.
I
Uh.
I was gonna say I think I wanted Willow to win.
Uh-huh. The
I
tournament?
I
Yeah.
yeah, the tournament. I think if Willow was to go on and dethrone Tekla, I think having two belt Willow would be she needs to drop one of them.
Yeah, they need to
That would be
stop doing
so
that.
bad for the division.
They don't need to
I
do
could
that
see them
anymore.
doing it, but yeah, I
They
feel
don't.
like
Nah.
the TBS division should be a lot better than what it is, especially
Okay.
having Willow as the champion.
Yeah. They need more women. Really.
Yeah,
But the thing is they need more women and they need more time. So they have the women, they just don't have the time. Oh, you
yeah.
good?
Oh, I almost dropped my phone.
What's it called? So yeah, no more no more double belts anybody. The only one that can get away with that is Mercedes because she had championships from other companies. Like she wasn't holding all the AEW titles, so it made sense. I mean, she wanted to, but she lost all her title matches. So,
Yeah,
um, I don't see Willow winning. Like she's not at that. Like Willow is great. She's always great, but I don't see her being the one to win the tournament. I heard that Mercedes was probably gonna take somebody's spot. I don't think that's happening
I
because
just
uh-huh.
I don't see them putting injured wrestlers into a tournament and um without like 100%. Okay, you'll be back at this date.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I
yeah,
just think that's
exactly.
very dumb of them.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So maybe if anything, Mercedes could take Persephone's place or something. If that's the what they're gonna do. Cause she's been gone for a while already. She's been gone for like 5 months already. So
Yeah,
I'm sure she'll be
you
back
see
soon.
Mercedes all in.
Yeah, she was just doing the red carpet for the Mandalorian.
Oh, she's in that.
Yeah. No, no,
I know she's
no.
in the show. I know.
Yeah, she's in the show. I don't know if she's in the movie. I have no
Oh,
idea. But she was doing press, not press for it, but she was on the red carpet for it. Um
I just I just see like if I were to book a match for her at All In, I see her fighting Willow, but I not that it wouldn't be a good match, but I don't think it necessarily advances her as a character, and I feel
No.
like she's in a spot where like she needs to be fighting for the women's world
Yeah.
title.
Yeah, I want Mercedes to focus on the world title now. She doesn't need the TBS. She did everything she could with that title. Even though they didn't really give her much to do with it. She just had it for a long time, and they gave her opponents, but they didn't really give her any storylines too much. Um but for the world title, I want her to be babyface. She's a really good heel, like a really good heel.
Yeah.
But I think she could be a better babyface. She hasn't been a babyface in AEW yet, so. And if anything, I
I,
want her to come back as a changed woman and be like, I was too focused on this, and it was consuming me. So I want to be a better person. I want to do it the right way this time, and we'll see. I guess I wouldn't mind seeing Thekla versus Mercedes for the world title.
yeah.
I don't know if that'll be a stadium show. They might be, because I don't know what other women besides like Tony or Willow that are or Stat that are like at that level to be world champion going into All In. But Tekla, I think she could be a great heel for Mercedes to climb to beat. But I don't know. That's if
Yeah.
Mercedes is even back by then. Who knows? Ugh.
Do you want to talk about the main event?
Uh, we'll talk. Okay, let me get this run real quick. So
Yeah. I did not write anything down.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah.
The Roosh hype video. So another Roosh hype video. I don't know what they're building him towards because I guess Speedball is facing Darby for the title,
Yeah.
but there's only like one. There's only one more. I don't know if they're going to do another hour collision on Saturday next week, like they did last week. Um, and that'll be the Roosh match with Darby. I don't because Roosh won't be able to. I don't know what they're building him towards. I don't know if they're building
I
him
mean,
towards the TNT title. I would say the world title because they're very much heavily booking him and they're featuring him a lot. So I would figure he'll be facing Darby, but that's not gonna happen, I guess.
I think I don't know. I think they could put him anywhere in it, any title match and it'd
True,
be fine.
true.
I just feel like uh with AEW they will put like they'll hype someone up to having like this many wins
Hmm.
or like this many wins in however many matches, but when you're going against jobbers, you know what I mean? I think it's like he hasn't really had like I would say besides Adam Priest, which is credible in my eyes, probably
Yeah,
not credible to other people,
yeah.
but when you don't have credible opponents,
Hmm.
whatever this match that they're trying to book him for, I'm sure it will be crazy.
Hmm.
But I don't, he hasn't fought anyone credible or
This,
extremely
but
credible.
the thing is, they did the same thing with Brody King. Or besides Brody King beating MJF that last time, Brody King was having jobber matches like every week,
Yeah, that's
and
true.
then he beat MJF by count out or something. What happened? I think it was by
It was,
count out. What? Huh?
it wasn't a submission.
No, because he had him over the
Oh,
ropes, right?
yeah, because
I
I
remember
remember
that.
Adam Page coming out,
Uh huh.
and then I'm pretty sure he
He
had that
choked him
submission.
out, but
Yeah,
it was over the ropes, and then he
yeah.
went outside the ring. I think it was by count out, but I don't remember. I don't remember.
I just remember it being fast.
Yeah, it was
I
very
don't know.
fast. Yeah, maybe it was by submission. I honestly, maybe it was. Maybe he brought him back into the ring and I think that is what happened. He might have brought him back into the ring and then choked him out. I think maybe I have to remember. I have to look it up, but uh, I don't know. We'll see. I guess
We
what
should get
happens
like
with
a fact checker.
Roosh. Fact checker.
Yeah, be like Jamie, look this up for me, please.
It's all right. It's not. I mean, the past is past. It already happened. People. I'm sure people who are listening, who are gonna listen to this, will remember. Um, but yeah, okay. Main event: Takeshita versus Darby. We talked about it a little bit earlier, but yeah, Takeshita threw everything at Darby Allin. Darby, his matches are very like 90-10. not
Yeah.
in the other wrestler's favor. Darby gets hits and gets like shines here and there. Takeshita just beat him down, just destroyed this poor guy the whole match. Darby gets, he gets like a second win and just beats Takeshita. Crazy spots, nasty spots. The Blue Thunder off the apron, German suplex off the top without Takeshita letting go into a bridge pin. I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know how Darby is still alive after doing all this
Being
every
in that
week.
audience too
Oh
was
yeah.
like, yeah, I was like it's hard. Like I had one side of my brain going, yeah, there's no way this dude's gonna win, and I see him do shit like that, and then he kicks out, and I'm pissed. I'm like, bro, Takeshi needs his title.
I know. It probably would have been differently, like if Takeshi didn't have this match with Okada coming up, it probably would
Yeah,
have been like more unpredictable. I was half expecting Okada to come out after the match and make fun of him. Maybe he'll do that next week. Okada will be like, "You lost the world title match. I didn't." So he's gonna laugh at him or something. Um,
well,
uh,
I said it last week. Um, Okada was not coming out.
no,
Like they would not book or they wouldn't advertise
yeah, yeah,
Okada and Darby
yeah,
just to cancel it for
yeah.
no reason.
That's true. So hopefully Okada's good by next week. Whatever's going on with him. Hopefully it ain't nothing too serious.
Yeah, I just you just got to do that all in match or a double or nothing match.
Yeah, yeah.
That's kind of all he's really obligated. If whatever his circumstances are,
hmm
you know, that's all he's kind of I would say necessarily obligated to do. And then if he needs to go away after that,
Yeah,
that is what it is.
yeah.
But I don't know what's going on with him, but I think if he's able to, he'll do Forbidden Door, do
hmm
All In. I don't see him missing those if he doesn't have to.
Yeah, I said it was a personal matter or something like that. So I don't
Yeah,
know. Maybe it's hopefully not family related. Maybe it is family related. I don't know if he's welcoming another kid or something. I don't know if he has any kids. Because I know his wife is like a singer or something in Japan. Very like she's more popular than he is in Japan. And I don't know if they have like a family or not right now, but yeah. Hopefully he's doing good. Hopefully he'll be back by next week. They didn't really say on commentary if he will be or not, but the match is still on, so we'll see.
what match does he have? Oh, the are you talking about the
Okada.
Takeshita match?
Yeah, Okada Takahashi, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Which that shit would suck. I mean, I hope he's good, and obviously whatever he's got going on is more important. But
Yeah.
I'll be like, damn, because
That's like the main
that's one of the
match.
main reasons.
That's like
Yeah,
the
that's
main
like
match.
they announced that. I think
uh
they announced that very. What was the last pay per view? Revolution or
Dynasty.
no Dynasty?
Yeah,
They
that
announced
was the
that
first
like
match, yeah.
yeah, they announced that like the week after Dynasty, and
hmm
I sat there like I think like I sat there debating on it.
Oh, you didn't have the
I
tickets at the
mean
time?
yeah, no,
Oh,
I didn't even. I was kind of 50-50 on it,
oh, okay.
and then they announced the FTR Cage and Coke match, and
Mm.
that was like
That was your ticket seller?
I think yeah, I well no I'm more excited for the Takeshita match
Oh,
that
okay, yeah.
I think I said it last time, but Takeshita Osprey at Revolution
hmm
2023, my favorite match of all time.
hmm
So I think like you go to see a wrestling show in person and you see the story build, like that's crazy that I'm seeing this in person.
Yeah.
I don't know if you that's how I feel about
Yeah.
Takeshita Okada.
I
Like
feel
that's
that a
crazy.
lot,
Like
yeah.
I still can't believe I'm gonna like be there. I think when I'm gonna be freaking out.
Yeah.
Like we're talking about recording the Double or Nothing review right after,
Uh-huh.
and I'm kind of scared I'm not gonna be able to have a voice after that because I'm gonna see fucking Will and Joe,
Uh-huh.
um, Okada, Takeshita, FTR, and Cajun Cope,
hmm
and like I'm not even saying the main event, and I'm already like, all right, we go home. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, that's just so many matches.
That's true. Yeah, Double or Nothing is really big this year. It's really really got a lot of important matches on it. Lucky.
You know,
Revolution both the years were really stacked too, so this
the
past 2 years.
only the only match I'm like upset that's not happening is I want to see like a Mark Davis title defense. That's the only thing I want.
That'll probably happen on the pre-show if anything. Oh no,
Maybe.
never mind. He's on the Stadium
Yeah.
Stampede, so I forgot about that. Never mind. But at least he'll be in the match, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
And if anything, you'll get Kevin Knight versus Speedball. So
I hope so.
there's
That
that
would,
too.
yeah. If that match gets announced, that's like one. That's gonna be one of 4 matches where I'm like,
Locked in.
like everything else doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And I like I don't know if you experience this, but like seeing, especially on TV, like or like in person, seeing someone you see at like an indie show,
Uh-huh.
then seeing them in like an arena show
Yeah.
is
I
crazy.
know. I get that a lot because I
Yeah,
went to a lot of PWG shows and seeing Ricochet and the Young Bucks and everybody on the big stage like this is pretty cool. Even all these
yeah.
years later, like 10 years plus later, it's pretty cool. Oh, and then so Darby beats Takeshita with a bunch of coffin drops, even though he weighs like 20 pounds.
I'm just saying,
Okay.
Takeshita should use the ring. Takeshita should have used the ring, and we could have had a new AEW World Champion,
No,
and I think everyone would have been happy.
Takesha's he's been on his good boy behavior since like the the Revolution build, I think, with Mox. That's when he was like very like not uh not with doing like dirty tactics and stuff. Even though Don
Is
Kyle
that
the mix with Don Callis and him now is like they don't fit each other anymore. They used to, but
yeah?
now Takesha
Mhm.
is like not he's not going with anything Callis wants him to do. And Callis is just like, all right, whatever. And then he ends up costing it. Usually ends up costing Takeshita the win majority of the time. When he doesn't when he
Was that
doesn't listen to Callis. Uh-huh.
the build up to Grand Slam with
Mox?
where he like there was like a chair shot or something. Takeshita was supposed to do the Mox,
Yes,
and then
most
he ended up
likely.
not doing it.
Yeah, most
Yeah,
likely, yeah. That's probably what ended up costing him that cost him every single match, I think. Because
yeah.
Callis would be like, all right, do this, and Takesha's like, no, and then that'll take Takesha's eye off of his opponent, and then he gets beat, or I think the Grand Slam match was a draw, but every other match he got beat. And Takesha
I,
unfortunately has been a loser this year. He's lost everything.
yeah.
Unless he's in New Japan, he's losing almost every match, which sucks. At least the Darby Allen, I think the Darby match probably should have went to a draw if anything, or a no contest if anything.
I don't. I don't think so.
No,
I think.
because
Well, I
I
mean,
don't think Takesha should have lost, like just straight up lost to Darby,
I think.
even though Darby's the champion, but
I think. Um, you had to look at it as like Darby MJF. You know what I mean? This is what they're building to.
yeah,
Like,
I
in
get
the
it.
grand scheme of things, I think. Um, I would say more casual AEW fans might like this is what they're basing Double or Nothing on. This is going to
Yeah,
be the main event.
yeah, true.
So like me and you, like we could sit here and talk about, oh, I didn't like how Takeshita didn't go over, or I didn't like how Takeshita lost, but
Hmm.
that doesn't matter.
No,
You know what I mean?
yeah. No, I get it.
And
It
then,
still puts Takesha in a big like spot either way
yeah,
because he lost to
at
the
the end
world
of the day,
champion. So
like I think Takeshi's gonna go over at Double or
yeah,
Nothing, but you know, whatever is gonna happen, no matter if it was gonna be a draw or a loss
yeah,
or
yeah, true.
so.
Yeah. The only thing that happens with Takesha from now on is if he wins or when he wins, when he beats Okada, I hope. At this point, I don't know, but if when he beats Okada, um, I just hope the booking is good going forward because he can run through if the DCF turns on Takeshita, he can run through all those guys now
Yeah,
as a babyface. He can
and
run through Brian Cage, he can run through Lance Archer, Trent, whoever they throw at him for the most part.
a clone would be crazy.
Clone, that would be a great match actually. That could be a pay per view match.
Yeah,
Forbidden Door or something.
I feel like Okada's doing a lot better with it now,
Hmm.
but I feel like after the C2, the inaugural championship lost a lot of stock in it, and
Hmm.
now he's defending it a lot more,
Yeah.
which I really like. And that's all I think it's gonna be hard for Takeshita just because he New Japan AEW
Yeah.
to be to be necessarily like a workhorse, but
Hmm.
I think that's kind of what the inaugural or the international, right?
International, yeah.
Yeah, international title needs.
Hmm.
But I think, and you know, AEW has a lot of titles. It doesn't like we will be okay with it being defended like every 2 weeks, every three
Yeah,
weeks,
yeah, for
as
sure.
long as he's putting on good matches. I
Yeah,
think that's what matters. But I definitely think he needs to be that title needs like a 1 to 2 week match every like or 1 to 2 week match every time. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Because Okada before he lost, I mean, before he when he beat Kenny for the international title and they unified the titles. What is it called? Okada didn't defend the international title at all. He defended the Continental, especially like during the C2, like he had to defend the Continental, but he never defended the international until like this year. I think he was like his first defense was like recently, not recently, but like it took him a while to defend the international by
I
itself.
I
Uh,
think he had like a match with Adam Priest in maybe
yeah,
February or March,
uh-huh. That was like one
but I
of
think
the,
that was
uh-huh.
yeah one of the first defenses he had
Yeah,
with it in a long time.
yeah. So I mean, he's been good with it. Okada, not technically, but he kind of needs a title on him, which is
Yeah,
like what does he do now after he if he loses it to Takeshita? What would he where would he go after that? He wants the world title. He said that.
yeah.
But I don't see Okada being world champion right now, or Okada beats Darby for the title and goes to All In to face Osprey. I didn't really think about that.
Oh, that would be
I
crazy.
didn't think
I
about that until right now. Or Okada and Kenny face at the pay per view before All In, and that'll be the match for All In. Who Kenny or Okada? I don't know.
but they would have to figure out how to get the belt off of Darby
Yeah,
in between then too.
yeah, true.
I
Yeah.
mean, if they do their redemption pay per view in
Hmm.
between, that could be, I just don't. Well, I don't know. I was gonna say I don't see them taking the title of somebody on the Dynamite, but
No. I
yeah,
mean, not right.
but
Not any. Not
that we should.
again. Not anytime
Yeah,
soon. But yeah, we'll see. I guess. So Darby beat Takeshita, and then the contract signing, which is pretty quick. MJF came out. They set up the table and all that really fast. I didn't even notice that it was that they set it up in the ring because Darby called out MJF to come and sign the contract, and then MJF comes out. What else, what does he say? He says something about North Carolinians. What did he say?
he said we all have small peepees, and I said I was not born here, so that's a suck.
Oh, that was funny. I was like, why do he? What was the point of that? Like just to smack talk the crowd, I guess.
But I will say I had to pee so bad. I was like during that Takeshi match, I was like, y'all need to hurry this up because I need to go pee. And then I'm like, we got the contract signing, and I was like, oh, can't miss this.
I think you could have
But
went real quick. I don't know how bad the lines were there,
I mean,
but
it wasn't bad, but like my fucking like wrestling nerd brain,
uh-huh.
it was like I can't
Yeah.
miss this.
I hate that
Um,
when I'm at the movies too, when I'm just like when I would need to go pee at the movies and I'm just like, I can't miss anything. I don't want to miss anything, so I just hold it the entire time.
yeah,
Uh, but
I
yeah.
was like, y'all need to hurry up because I need to go.
Yeah, it wasn't too long. The contract sign wasn't too long. It was pretty quick actually.
Like I got a one time to get a beer.
Uh
I don't remember what match it was, but they were like, "We're on commercial." I was like, "I need to go. I need
yeah, I
to
think I
leave."
remember you telling me when it was. Was it the first match? What are the 10 man tag?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was
Yeah,
after
that was
that.
like the first match.
Yeah, I was like,
Oh man.
I don't. I know. Double or nothing.
Yeah,
I
you
just
gotta.
don't be.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna be with friends and be like, "Hey, man, go go grab me a beer real quick."
Oh yeah, you could do that. Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah,
you could have them pee for you or what?
shoot. No, I was telling my friends. I was like, I don't know what time we need to get there. I just know we need to be really early, and
Yeah.
like I don't mean to sound like a nerd, but I'm gonna be pissed if I'm late. Like,
Usually like an hour before, not an hour before, yeah, hour before the like when the doors open, and then like the pre-show doesn't start until like what time? 4 p.m. your
7, I think.
or yeah, 7 p.m. your time. It's like
Yeah,
4 p.m. for me. So like 3 or no, not 3. What am I talking about? 6. Like 6, like 5:30 to 6
yeah,
would be like a good time for you to show up
yeah.
since
I'm not
they
even thinking about
uh
fucking driving there too. My friend was
mm,
saying just take the bus or something or the train.
oh yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot you were going to be out of state so or out of your state.
Yeah.
Uh yeah, transportation, yeah, y'all got to figure that out because I don't know how it is in New York. Like how fast it takes to get there. How close are you from the arena?
Um, like 30 minutes. I probably
Oh,
with traffic, like probably like 30, but
oh okay.
I would say between like 15 minutes and 30 because
Oh,
I'm
okay.
like from my hometown, like I'm on like the borderline of Long Island and Queens,
Mm,
so
okay. So
too
yeah, like,
crazy. But
it's
my
not
friend
it's
was
not
just
too
like
bad.
get there. Yeah, my friend just one of my friends was saying just get there and then just hang out in like Flushing. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what we're gonna do. But
Oh,
I'm just like we need to be on time for this shit because
okay. uh, and does the okay? So after the show, it's gonna be late. It's probably gonna be like after midnight for
yeah.
y'all. It's just
But
gonna
there's
be
like
like, huh?
I'm like there's like 5 of us going,
Oh,
so
okay.
like Uber split 5 ways or something, or
Oh, y'all going
it's
back to
gonna
the
be
same
super
place? All
crazy.
y'all going back to the same place?
Well, I mean, we all live in the same town,
Oh,
so
okay, okay.
yeah,
That's good. At least y'all gonna be together, and
yeah,
it'll be a safe experience, I guess. Hopefully.
yeah.
I don't know how New York is, so I've never been. So.
I mean, shit, it ain't too crazy.
Oh, okay, good. At least
I
that
mean,
area, probably.
yeah. I'm just
Oh man.
my biggest fear is someone stinking sitting next to me. That's all. That's all I care
Yeah,
about.
that's true. That's true. Take some cologne or something. Febreze or something.
Yeah, I don't understand like why. Just not necessarily wrestling shows, but I
uh,
feel like every venue should have like smell
yeah,
policy.
yeah, all of them,
Yeah,
all of them.
yeah,
No matter where you go, there's gonna be a place where someone is stanking up the place.
yeah,
Yeah, just
yeah. My first WWE show in North Carolina. It was in Greensboro.
hmm,
Walking by somewhere, like like to show them your ticket or whatever.
uh-huh.
It smelled like the fucking like middle school locker room, and I'm like, I have not smelled this smell since like 7th grade. What are we doing? And like everyone around me and my ex girlfriend was like, this stinks, and I was like, what's going on? Like it was like you know how bad you have to smell to like leave your funk
I know,
in an
man. I
area.
don't
Like that
understand
is
how it happens.
crazy.
I have no idea how that happens. I still to this day, people just be lingering smells. Even at my job, like there's like a couple people that come in, and I know how they look. I know who they are, and they always just stink up my place every time. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, and it lingers for like 5 minutes. And I was like, how does that happen? How does that happen? I don't understand.
And especially like where we live too, it's hot.
Yeah,
Like I know it
no,
probably gets it's hotter for you, but like
no,
it's
no,
it's
no, not really.
fine. Like I'm like I don't understand. Like I hate that we sit here and have this conversation that we worried about people smelling.
I know. Thankfully, not too many bad experiences at AEW shows for me. Uh, with that, thankfully, but usually I'm in seats that the stinky people can't afford, I guess. I'm usually in pretty good seats, so they're pretty cheap too usually, thankfully. Oh man.
Did I tell you? I'll just be like like I don't go on there like a lot, but I like go on like Reddit will recommend like wrestling stuff to me
Uh huh.
on my homepage. I saw someone saying I forget. I think just like 2 3 weeks ago, someone was like, "Hey, I'm going to my first AEW Dynamite. Like, what do you guys recommend I do?" And people are like shower, deodorant. That's fucking sad. I hate that as like a
That's
fandom
like
when you gotta be like, yo,
yeah.
you gotta make sure you shower before you come out the house. Like that's fucking crazy. We we should
Yeah.
we should name the YouTube title "Should You Shower before going out?" Period.
Oh
Not
my.
to a wrestling show, just period.
Oh my gosh. That's funny. No, yeah, and some people need that advice. Some for some
Yeah.
reason, even though it should be common knowledge, but some people I guess can't afford. I don't know, water.
You could afford tickets to fucking Double or Nothing, but not soap like water and deodorant. Like that's crazy. Like you
Yeah,
spending $100 for a ticket and you can't spend $15 on hygiene products.
yeah. I don't understand.
Bro, we're either we're gonna do this Double or Nothing review, being like, oh my god, I'm like I had a great experience. This happened. It's gonna be like, yo, this dude right next to me fucking stunk, and I had a terrible time. And it's like, but you saw Okada Takeshita. I'm like, I do not care, bro. Like that's gonna be one of two like fucking
Outcomes.
option, yeah, outcomes you're gonna see me.
Well, I hope
And it's
that doesn't happen.
I mean, I have my friends, so I'm like I could
Oh
just
yeah.
be but like I will say when I went to Revolution and my ex had gotten me floor seats to the collision they did in Charlotte
Hmm.
and Revolution. Like the people are very nice. I feel like that has been a very AEW specific thing where you
The
talk
the
to
fans or
people
the or the
the,
the
the
talent.
fans.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've had good
Yeah,
conversations with people too. It's nice. Yeah.
yeah. Like I feel like when indie shows I don't really talk to people at.
Mm.
Um, but especially like WWE shows, people I feel like are very like to themselves
Yeah.
sometimes.
Uh-huh. I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, I just like I've seen. I don't really see the AEW shows, but I've definitely seen WWE shows where people on the phone the whole time, and
Mm.
I'm like, that's crazy.
Well, I mean, what
I mean, it's
do
what it is.
they? Well, people don't care about the matches over there. What do they expect?
Yeah,
Oh man. But yeah, I think that pretty much covers Dynamite. Pretty great show. I enjoyed it more than last
yeah,
week. Much better paced. Uh, pretty on par matches or better than last week. Storyline stuff was all good. Knowing what the Owens will be is nice. Starts next week at the pay-per-view. This week okay, so will we be talking about Collision by itself, or will we no we I said
Oh,
Collision. Uh-huh.
we'll probably do like Thursday, Friday, probably do
Next
Collision
week.
Dynamite, and
Yeah,
then
yeah, okay.
predictions. Or
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's what we got
Yeah.
scheduled for next week.
Okay. Yeah, we'll be talking about Collision and Dynamite on next week's episode, and then we're gonna do another episode for the predictions for the pay-per-view. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. So that we probably do that at the same day. Do it on the
yeah.
same day. Because you're going. When are you leaving for Double or Nothing anyway?
Hold on, I got a hello. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, I can hear you now. My mom called me. I
Oh,
connected
okay.
my yeah. Um, what were you saying? I'm sorry, I did not hear you.
Oh, my bad. I just asked you when were you leaving for Double or Nothing?
I'm leaving Friday morning, so
Oh,
we'll
okay.
be I mean, we could figure out the time, but I'd rather do it when I'm home. But I
Yeah.
know Double or
Yeah.
Nothing might be depending on what we got going on right after the day after because I'm crazy if I'm probably
Yeah.
having that pay
Yeah.
per view
Yeah, we'll
coming back
figure it
from
out.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, we'll figure it out after Double or Nothing. If you want to do it then that night or the day after, we'll figure it out. We have a week.
yeah,
We have a week or so to figure that out. But yeah, great talk. Great review for Dynamite. Next week, Collision Dynamite, an episode, and then predictions for the pay per view, and then the pay per view. We'll record either that night if you're feeling up to it, or the day after. So be on the lookout for that, y'all. Anything else you gotta say, man?
Takeshita should have won. Takeshita should have went over.
uh Yeah, Takeshita was a beast in that match. It was insane. I love that. But yeah, we'll see what the card is looking like for Collision. I don't even know what's announced for Collision, to be honest.
I didn't watch it
Oh
on TV,
yeah,
so
that's true.
yeah, I have no
I
idea.
could believe they didn't show it in the arena. I guess not, huh?
Nah,
Oh, they sometimes they do, but I guess they didn't. They probably don't have a card for
well,
it yet.
I don't I don't really look at the Titantron
Oh,
there. I
okay.
try to like focus on the wrestlers. So even
Yeah,
if they did, I
you probably wouldn't have
wouldn't.
seen it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is this is it for our Untitled podcast, Untitled AEW podcast today. So I appreciate everybody for joining and checking out the video, and we hope to see you guys again next week.